Yeah, my suit to my nigga Envy. He got it popping. Envy had it popping. He had it popping. I think Envy's got some good shit coming down the chamber.
So Rick was over there last night. He did talk about the drunk lives. I was like, yep, he definitely did. But I knew in the Mo 3 sector, Envy would be the one doing the lives over there. Okay, Envy will do the late night over there before there was Amahia doing a live. At that time, the late night, there was Envy doing the drunk lives over there in the Mo 3 sector. Okay.
Only here so that people in my audience can remember Envy had his time, man. Envy had his time, man. You know, and that's a very important time in the sector, man. That's it. Characters was unlocked, beef was created. We talking about history, and you know what I'm saying? We talking about when you came in the game and went viral or turned up. That's it. We could leave him out of it. We could leave her out of it. I just want to go back to that time whenever you had 600-700 in your check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, why do you feel
that's organic right there? We got to talk about it. His 10,000 was organic, right?
Yeah, his 10,000 was organic.
Okay, then. So why can't we give you your credit, bro?
Man, I never get credit, DG. Come on, bro.
But you do get credit. You just probably don't be 713 give you credit. OGs give you credit. Polar give you credit. You just gotta look for the credit, man. They came to see you. They really want to see you pop your shit. Right now, there's more people in the sector, bro. The sector has grown, but it was a time when it was Envy for real, man. That ain't the gaslight anything, bro. This would be in the middle of me and Troll Gang fighting, me and Vato fighting, me and you fighting. You would make it your business to take your 70, 80 people, sometimes 100, 130 people, which was 1,000 back then, to go to the news show. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, yeah, I did that.
See, Envy locked a lot of his lives in the hell. But a lot of those lives would be turned up. We'd be over there fighting. And you would come over and say, God damn, Envy, what you got going on over here? A whole lot of drama. Y'all got mess going on over here. I'm only here so that people in my audience can remember Envy had his time, man. Envy had his time, man. You know, and that's a very important time in the sector, man. That's it. Characters was unlocked, beef was created.
Where do you go from there? I mean, I do see
I continue to support you because you're from the Mo3 sector. I continue to react and troll you because you're from the Mo3 sector. That's it, Envy. This is just business. I'm a critic. You're a content creator. I come over here to get content and react to the video.
DG, why would you say you go out and network?
Oh, because man, I'm waiting on my moment, man. I want to make more money. I want to make more subscribers. I definitely want to get that silver plat. I'm going to get that silver plat.
So yeah, as I said, if I want to crank this up and build this up or whatever, I can. At any given time, I could definitely crank up this show.
Right. You got every right to push your live button, man. When when Sean P come through here, you know what I'm saying? All these people see your channel and shit like that. You want them to see a little bit of work, right?
I don't know what the hell those bubbles were afterwards. Please do not connect. Damn, microphone goes out, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, those bubbles, I don't know what was going on there. Do not hold me accountable for that weird ass shit. Okay. Shock Rock King, I appreciate you. You saw my text in there in the comment section. Shock Rock King Black takes care of looking at details and whatnot. So wow, you put like all the emojis and whatnot. I appreciate you. RY, what's good? Stacy's always in the building, always here for the F-ish. I can't say anything crazy for about another 4 minutes. All right. So your sunshine, what it do? Sarkonos was adding. We're glad to have you back from that cruise, and hopefully everything goes all right with you. What's up, P the panel killer? Let's go. Shit. You always got to look out for P the panel killer. If you're up here doing dumb shit, P's gonna come up and tell you immediately. What's up, youngest, and what is up, Sour Patch? Youngest, what you got going on with the avatar? Jesus. Okay. You be on something else, bro. But that's you. Do you listening while I do 13 other things? Okay, that's cool. Hey, take a little. Let's see. Are those trees ready to be trimmed? But anyway, trim something off of there, roll it up, and hey, you'll get through your day. But anyway, all right. So the streets are dry as sandpaper, right? So damn near I had to make some shit up. But I did go around. I did find, a little crumb here and a little crumb there, but I will definitely go through everything. Now, the reason why I put soul fight, the reason why I put in there about thanking YTC, I put it at the beginning. Okay, I put it at the beginning of my show so that y'all can see and then not have to, stop in the middle of the commentary to, go back there and hear that. I will definitely play her part because it's only about 40 seconds or whatnot. But, red ball or go back to the beginning of the live. I just, wanted to put a couple things out there because I almost fell out my chair when I got sent a clip that I did something right on the internet. Okay, so here I am. Let's see who we got. Replay gang. We all see you. If you're watching this later, type replay in the comments. Yes, please do. I like the comment. I really like the comment engagement. All right, let me go right into what we got going on. Okay. I don't know if y'all saw Diva's community wall. Okay. Now, Diva, you might get mad at me. We might fight for a few days or whatever the case may be after I start talking crazy. But, it is what it is. You know how I give it up. I know how you give it up. Big brother, big sister type shit. You just go about what you do a little bit differently than I do. You know where my line is in the sand, and, whichever side you jump on, that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? But what I do have to point out is I saw your community wall, Diva, and I saw a whole lot about, hey, I have this part of the paper. This is about Trish, y'all. Okay, this is about Trish. I saw that you said you have this paperwork, you have this documentation, you got these pieces of the puzzle put together, whoop-de-whoop, birth certificates and pictures and how you do things, Diva, basically. Okay, so I did see all that. And then I'm not going to put the other content creator out here right now, but apparently you're going to link up with somebody. I mean, I know who it is, but that person, there's a lot of people that always say, like, why do I have to be brought up? Or why does any of the conversation have to be about me? Whoop-de-whoop, whatever. Okay, cool. But you're going to link up with somebody because apparently that individual has the rest of the paperwork. So I don't know exactly what y'all are going to find, but I have a challenge for you. Because we know about prisons, we know about choreography, we know about YouTube Streets of Wars, we know about Belize, we know about mayors that are corrupt, that we're going to be the special guests for whatever event. I don't know if I guess you had to be platinum level or some shit to see the mayor. I'm not quite sure. And I'm not talking about the mayor of Detroit. I'm talking about the actual mayor in New York. Could you imagine Trish having to sit down with the mayor of New York? Oh, we need to talk about the process. We need to talk about the process. Woo! Hey, youngest, this is a good day for you to be in here. You probably saw Trish's name, so you're on deck. I think you're like the captain of the trolls or the manager or the senior manager, senior VP. I don't know of Trish's trolls. So, shout out to you for having enough angst to just be in the room. But anyway, okay, cool. So me personally, I don't necessarily like the investigative process, right? Okay, cool. So we listen, let's make them do something different, because I don't think any of us are going to be jumping out of our seats if we hear something weird about Diva or something weird about Trish, right? Okay, so both of them are very mentally interesting. Is that like YouTube guidelines or whatever you guys talk about? I can say mentally interesting, because interesting is like it's such a loaded word, and it is what it is. But we'll say they're mentally interesting, okay? And Diva, like, I think that it doesn't hit, focusing on nonsense. I want you guys to really, really push this, okay? Because I'm tired of these cations, and I'm not people's cations because I had one, but I'm tired of people making them up out of absolutely nowhere. So what we're gonna do is we think that there's a lot of delusion, okay? We think there is a lot of delusion. So what we're gonna do is, would you say, no, you have me confused with the troll called Younger. Oh, that's my real pick, and I'm not okay. Yeah. I saw Youngest. Man, it's so close. It's so close. But I'm glad that you verified that, because I didn't want to be talking to you and meaning to talk to Youngest. But anyway, or Younger, or whatever the hell. Okay, so I want to take like delusion and smoke and mirrors, paperwork that takes a couple weeks. It's not breaking news. So the reason why I called part of this live Trisha's Moon-Cation is because we always take cations where we're going somewhere, right? We'll say Descation in Seattle. We'll say Envycation in Atlanta. We'll say, it used to be Gate, right? Vegas Gate, this gate, that gate, but now we're on cations. So what I'd really like to see, hey, what's up, C Soup? Hello, host, mods, and chat. I appreciate you being here. So what we're gonna do is we are going to do the Moon-Cation. Okay, we're gonna do the Moon-Cation. Now, whatever consists of that, I don't know if you're gonna have SpaceX or Virgin Galactic or one of those people, but Trish is really good at networking and coming up with deals, contracts, whatever the hell she says in the boardroom. I think that she could get somebody to help y'all with the Moon-Cation. Okay, I don't know if it's going to be trolling. I don't know if you're going to convince a bunch of people that you're really going, but I want to see that. I want to see two mentally I want to see two mentally challenged individuals come up with Moon-Cation, because we'll believe you. We believe everything else until it's proven wrong. So that's what I want to see. Okay. Now, if y'all accept that challenge, I'm going to try to figure out what you get, right? And I'm saying it in front of everybody. If I troll, I'll say it out loud in front of everybody, and then I'll go do my thing, right? So, with Moon-Cation, I want to see how many y'all could get them to sign up. So it's not really that exciting. It's not that clever. It's nothing other than to kind of soften the situation with the investigations, Diva. Because if people know you really, really well, they know that, like, if you pull somebody's paperwork or something like that, that's like throwing a stone at a glass house, right? And when people are focused on that window breaking, you're working on something completely different. So hell with the doxing, hell with the people's pictures up on the community wall, hell with all that. I want to see you all promote Moon-Cation, okay? Because I know both y'all definitely believe that you can go to the moon. I just want to know how the hell we're going to get there, because I think that trip's going to be a lot faster than this other shit. So I want to see y'all fight about that. Anyway, as I said, I don't have much today. I'm going to talk about a couple more things, right? We'll probably be edited out of here in an hour, to be real with you, because like I looked at everything going on, and Jesus Christ. I mean, like, does the bad guy have to come out or something? What's up, Honey Love? How you doing? Does the bad guy have to come out? And then I also ask people, like, in the open, do I need to make up something? Because like you get tired of people saying something about you, and you just become that person because you get tired of the shit, right? They think I'm a play runner. They think I'm slimy. They think I'm all that. So like, I'm probably going to come up with a play and tell y'all what it is throughout, because you won't believe me until it unfolds. So Might as well play games, like everybody else, right? So anyway, yeah, if you guys, Diva, I know you're gonna hear this. Trish, I know you're gonna hear this. What'd you say? Trish owns a real prison or a prison on a sim game. Look, I think that it's somewhere in between. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be some psychosis there, and this is my opinion. I can have my opinion. I'm not degrading anybody or anything like that, but I definitely think there's some psychosis there. I don't think that Trish has to have anybody come to her home to have a party. I believe that she could sit in that chair and 4 or 5 voices are going to be going on, and she's going to have a good time without a single guest at an event. I'm not trying to be mean. We're not going into, the hubby or whatever the hell you call a husband or whatever. We're not going deep into that because I'm not that type of person. I'm just here to try to have a good time and see if 2 mentally challenged individuals can fight. I want y'all to fight. Okay. If I throw something serious out there for y'all to fight about, you won't do it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What's up, Sour Patch? Yeah, so okay, great. We might go back to that if y'all have any questions or you hit the link or something like that, right? We might go back to that. I have no idea. Now with the YTC, thank you. Okay, so if you watch the very beginning of the show, what'd you say? Envy, I think it's disrespectful to compare Diva's mental gifts with Trish's delusions. Well, as I said, everybody has opinions. I said mentally interesting. I think I said mentally challenged and anything like that, right? What if I think that one is delusional and one is let's see, compare Diva's mental gifts? Okay, what if I think that one's mentally gifted and one's delusional? Which one did I say is gifted or delusional? Just have a good time, okay? Like please, like, don't always come and say Envy's gonna give us some content about some real news and he's gonna try to get along with everybody. I don't want to get along with everybody. Okay, most people know I'm talking shit, but I am gonna push it. I will definitely pull up on platforms and ask how Moon-Cation's going. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I'm throwing it out there. So don't, Nunya, don't get offended by trolling because they're both trolls. Don't get offended by someone trolling trolls, okay? But anyway, we're moving right along. So the YTC thank you thing, right? All right. So there's always been debates, sometimes I've been thrown out of the Mo3 sector. Sometimes I'm like a staple in the Mo3 sector. Sometimes I'm not there. I'm not from there at all. I'm clout chasing the beef sector, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a lot of sectors, okay? A lot of sectors, and it's gone well. But I'm just here. I'm chilling. I'm a guest. I'm hanging out until it goes away. You know what I mean? When beef sector says we don't want to hear shit you're talking about anymore, I'll probably go into demon time for a week or two and then I can leave. Okay. But I'm not leaving anytime soon. So please leave me alone until you leave me alone for a few weeks or a couple months or whatever the hell, however long y'all can stand me. But anyway, YTC has absolutely zero need or want or desire to say anything good about me. Okay, I'm not saying that we battle or we beef or there's something always wrong or whatever, but I always say to people one thing. I say, no matter how much I like you or hate you, I'm not going to lie on you. You can do pretty much the worst thing possible, and that's for me to take care of. That's for me to protect my domain. That's for me to apply pressure, whatever the hell I got to do to y'all, right? But at the same time, it's interesting to get sent a clip. I almost didn't believe it. They're like, you have to watch this YTC clip. I was like, okay, cool. So at the beginning of this show, as I said, I'm not going to play it all whatsoever. It has DG on there explaining my morning show, and it also has Polar on there basically predicting that I'm going to be doing good things. And what happened was Polar broke down the channels that he thinks survived after Polar Gang. I'm not saying Polar Gang went away, but it's not active. So let's listen to YTC so I can thank her once again. Let's listen to her. Let's go.
So Rick was over there last night. He did talk about the drunk lives. I was like, yep, yep, he definitely did. But I knew in the Mo 3 sector, Envy would be the one doing the lives over there, okay? Envy would do the late night over there. Before there was Amahia doing a live. At that time, the late night, there was Envy doing the drunk lives over there in the Mo 3 sector, okay?
Okay. Okay. Shout out to you, YTC. I know that was pretty low, y'all. I'll probably turn up the volume so that y'all can see it next time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. So basically, yeah, I wanted to say thank you for keeping it real, YTC. As I said, you had no reason to say anything good or bad about me. It was just really cool for you to, make sure that history isn't rewritten, because I'm not even a person that's like, say I'm from a sector, say I'm this important, say I'm validated, say I'm this, say I'm that. Because to be honest with you, like the Mo 3 sector goes in a lot of different directions. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to really get into it, but like the case and just the different content creators that talk to the ops and then the then the people that they rock with the next day. It's kind of like an online version of real life, right? Because most of them are in Dallas. So basically, the stories go as they go. We just need to get to the case and get that over with, right? And long live 3, but we always have to remember that people get jacked up every single day of their lives, right? And I don't start a sector over my homeboy over here on the my neighbor over here getting, ran up on. And that's no disrespect. I'm just saying, like the Rainwater and all them has said, how long are you going to, clout chase my homie's name or whatever. So that message is loud and clear. I'll always represent it, but hey, I'm moving around and it is what it is. If I get thrown out of somewhere, I'll go back, just to irritate people, right? Like Dre too much. They were like, yeah, we let so-and-so up there and we thought that was Envy's boys. So we were chilling, whatever. So the little bit of a footprint, digital footprint that I put out there, I try to bring back to the house so we can figure it out, right? Y'all hated the drip thing, but you still were too dead. Y'all hated the Barkus thing, but you were too dead. Y'all hated the whatever thing, but y'all were too dead. What's up, Miami Popo? Before I forget, I want to say that a major thing got resolved last night. I was very happy to see it. If y'all don't know, there were things said back and forth. I'm not going to, press it. I don't mean press it. I'm not going to, talk about it. I'm just going to say, the highlight of the situation, the Reader's Digest, the damn Cliff Notes. Okay, so we know that R&Y and Lemon had their issues or whatnot. And for me personally, I don't know half the time why I'm arguing with Lemon. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't remember exactly why I'm arguing with an individual, I can't take it to the freaking most serious level, right? I have to attack the issue and, and then move on. So what I was going to say is I do definitely appreciate the adult level conversation. There wasn't any name calling. There wasn't any yelling. There was listening on both ends. Things got talked out. And I'm going to stand by what I said. I don't care what y'all say. Hey, you went back over there. Hey, you're in the chat. Hey, you're on the panel. So are a lot of y'all. after things have gone in a direction where you've said, I'm never going back there and all that other shit. Y'all do it. And my thing is, the only issue I said I have with that dude is the RY situation. So the slate is wiped clean and we're rocking. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I think he's over there trying to police the channel and tell y'all that you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say that. And hey, I encourage you to do so because these YouTube community guidelines are out of control. All right. Next is Pizarro got a job. All right. So Pizarro got a job. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Do you think that okay, there's two ways to look at this, right? number one, you can look at it like, man, I really enjoy Pizarro. She brings fire to the panels. She's a staple in the game. I'm gonna miss her being out on the YouTube streets, right? What'd you say, Sour Patch Kid? You said, Are you saying about Pizza getting a job? Now let's take the trolling out of it, okay? Because I don't think it's trolling. Well, it could be, but let's just take that out of the mix, right? So yeah, it was said that she's getting a job. And where the job came from is her asking for now I like Pizarro, but I'm just gonna tell y'all what happened. If she was trolling, it is what it is. But it came out, or it got presented, that she was asking for $35 to get to work. Okay, and we had people doing math and algebra, or math is algebra. Jesus Christ, algebra, calculus, whatever, to try to figure out how much money it's going to cost her to go to and from work. Okay, great. Now, do you all think that a job with Pizarro and then focusing on YouTube when she gets a chance, or do you think that Pizarro can basically raise herself up from where she's at right now? Me personally, if I had to like go one way or the other, I just think that I think there's a better way to do it on her end, because basically you got a motherfucker like me sitting up here who's not really entertaining on this damn app. You know what I'm saying? I just I just talk about shit a little bit or whatever, and then I turn this bitch off, roll up, smoke, and laugh about the shit. Okay, but Pizarro actually has talent, and it's I don't want to see somebody have to diversify their time with something that they're passionate about. Because where do you get a job, right? A call center, the freaking the mail delivery service, goddamn dragons running around getting ran over by what did she get ran over? A slingshot on that e-bike or some shit or whatever. There's some jobs that I really think that people should what you call it, avoid. Okay, Miami Popo. So what's up, Tennessee Whiskey? Appreciate you being here. Sour Patch. So you said she's trolling. Okay. All right. So okay, well, hopefully she is. Okay, I can only say what I need to say. I'm not kissing any ass. I'm just saying, hey, it would suck to see somebody have to diversify their time away from something that they're good at. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how you pick that up. I don't know if you monetize a channel. I don't know if the Cash App's game is set up differently. I don't know, but it would suck to have you gone. And the thing that I would always say is you bring too much fire to other people's platforms to not focus on your own channel. But that's just me. I am no YouTube coach, programmer. I'm not in a StreamYard corporate office, none of that. So whatever you do, you do. Let's see here. The T Fairy. Hi, Envy. Can I suggest you watch something, and if you feel comfortable, come back and give your commentary on it? If so, Stephan made a live this morning, and the topic is very woo child. Did he make a live about damn Lemon? Or no, Shakim, right? He made a live about Shakim. I believe he was talking about only 2 women that he trusts, knows about his child, his daughter. And then outside of that, he doesn't really want people to be dipping into that business and, weaponizing certain things against Stephan. Is that what you're talking about? Is that like a good, just a quick script or what? Not a script, but a decent breakdown. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, speaking about yeah. The T Fairy, I'm gonna keep it really, really simple. Okay, from my end, I can't speak for anybody else. Once it gets to the kids, that's where I turn. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean I turn is I distance myself from those types of conversations, right? And it's not, I hate the fake shit when people say, oh, because of community guidelines, let's not talk about kids. Damn the community guidelines. Just don't talk about kids because you're a normal person. Now, the people that do, I can't tell people how to fight. I'm not a babysitter. We're all probably, I mean, most of us are above 30, right? Most of us. So basically, I don't really have anything to say about that. I just wish that that wouldn't be a weapon. I really do. Thank you, Honey Love. I appreciate that. Honey Love is saying, please bless the host. The host loves to be blessed. I'm also trying to make my $4.99 super chats and whatnot, so I would appreciate it. All right. I'm going to start incorporating in some type of begging a little bit for gas money to get around these YouTube streets, or to just give the money back to y'all for no apparent reason. I do want to have a Cash App day for people like Ron P, who spends his time and breaks everything down, which makes our replay game and our videos better. So that's one of the things I would like to do as well, like have like a hour or a show Ron P Cash App day. What'd you say? Stephan told him to stop talking about his daughter because he lied on her. Okay. I understand. I respect you and your decision. No. Okay. So basically, yeah, my decision to stay away from the kids is basically me saying something directly, like me saying, oh yeah, that kid is this and that, or that kid has a, whatever, just talking disparagingly about the kids. But I can't give you a general opinion where I think that doesn't need to be weaponized, because here's the thing, right? What do you do when you get mad at somebody? You start pushing something in their face that bothers them, whatever it is. If they're short, if they're tall, if they're slow, if they're fast, if they whatever. So basically going for the jugular, I think that's the last straw, or it would be for me, if you want to call yourself a father, obviously. Okay. You said, I completely understand you. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. All right. So along the way, we are going to definitely be showing some funny stuff. Right. And I know people are going to be like, how can you play Rick Reed's content? How can you play Rick Reed's content? Well, I don't just sit up here on this. I don't just sit up here on this app. You know what I mean? If I have a good rapport with somebody, I'm not going to let it be crippled by anything other than something that has happened to me in my own face. So we are going to watch a couple things. I want to make it clear. I can't turn the music on or anything like that, but you can hear what's his name? PI or P some shit over at Lemons. P what's Buddy's name? I don't know. He's when people said that he was on that Heron, I got to say it that way. I can't say it the regular way, but that Heron. And then he was talking about having, he was talking about being on pills. Do you know what Percocet and all that is? All that is synthetic heroin. So I mean, if you want to put it in different categories, you're dumb. That just means when you run out of your script, you go see the damn the damn people around the corner. Okay, so what is his name? PA. Okay, well, shout out to PA, I guess. But anyway, let's watch. Let's watch Rick, okay? And you're gonna hear PA in the background. I had to take out the music, but this shit is funny. He said, okay. And I want to tell you exactly why I'm playing this, okay? There's a method behind my madness. Rick Reed told y'all very clearly that he enjoys trolling over anything else. I am not going to give you the secrets. I'm not going to give you the smoke and mirrors. I'm not going to give you any game at all whatsoever other than listen to the words that come out of his mouth. And then what you are worried about, flagging and all this other shit or whatever. The more of an uproar that a troll could get you in, the more they can play games. So anyway, we're about to see. Now, please tell me if this seems like an angry Rick Reed that is going to start doing crazy stuff to our channels. We're going to see a couple things real quick, but let's watch when PA was like, I don't know how the hell this man got up and started to dance. I guess it was a competition. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and watch this.
They said, will it ever stop? No. They said, will it ever stop? No. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys be funny, bro.
Oh yeah, by the way, he was doing Ice Ice Baby because he was doing Ice Ice Baby because PA says that he's a rapper or whatever. So basically this was This was the lack of respect that Rick was giving him based on his rapping skills, because PA always seems to try to fit in a single that has about 100 views on Spotify. We don't want to hear that shit anymore. So this is what Rick did. Let's go.
They said, will it ever stop? No, I don't know.
Yeah, you think you funny, bro. Be funny. Be funny. Yeah, be funny. Be funny.
They said,
Yeah.
They said you about to rap.
Yeah.
They said,
Man, look how hideous you are, bro. I would hate to be you in real time. I would hate to be you in real time. Yeah, you look funny doing it. Please keep us entertained. Please.
With a brand new something.
Keep going.
Ice, baby. Period.
Let's go. Hey, I'm gonna answer your question real quick. What's up, OG Beauty? I appreciate you always being here. You always check in. I look for you out in the damn out my chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, that right there. He called it vampire juice, didn't he? The Tea Fairy. He called it vampire juice, I believe. Let's go, Sour Patch. You say, when you call someone a troll, are you calling them a liar? When Reed called BBW a troll, she listen, that means she's a bad troll. As a troll, you're not supposed to lose your mind. That's like rule number one. Don't get outside your body. Okay. So when I say troll, I don't mean liar. I mean fabricator. Does that count, like fabricator, instead of liar? Like, can we agree? Can we agree that there's a difference? Basically, the Tea Fairy, a troll basically gets people out of their body, has them focus on something completely different than what they're trying to do, right? And we're gonna play one more of Rick Reed's clips, right? And I want you to all understand. I want you to tell me, especially you, the Tea Fairy. Hey, what's up, Lou? Rick was too damn funny. Absolutely. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to figure out whether what's up, Barn Dog? The Tea Fairy, definitely you, okay? But for everybody else, we're going to figure out whether this is trolling or if this is angry or this is aggression, whatever the hell it is. As I said, Lemon and I are in good spirits. We're cool, all that. But listen, I'm going to troll everybody. I don't give a damn. Listen, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, RY is going to laugh at this. Jerome's Baptist Church on Main Street. I don't give a damn who drops or who says whatever. I'm going to troll the shit out of you. Especially if I like you. It's just fun. Like, I really want to get away from like defending myself for a few days or going at somebody for a few days or dragging for a few days. Let's just have fun today. Okay. So I gave you that disclaimer because, Lemon, I don't want to go backwards. We're good, but I just want the people to decide whether Rick Reed was actually mad or if Rick Reed is trolling. Let's watch. Let's go.
I'm here leisurely. And this bitch ass nigga, after he lost the channel, after his bitch ass done lost the channel on his own dumbass doing, now he gonna act like Rick Reed. I can't have you jeopardize. Bitch, why would you invite Rick Reed over there? Why would you, don't even invite me? Why would you invite me and beg for me to come over there? And you beg for me all the time. Every time I'm on your link and shit, I got something to do. Wait, Rick Reed, listen, I gotta go. Hold on, just one more second, Rick Reed. Hold on. I don't hit links, bitch. I don't have a fucking panel. I don't have a panel channel. Do I fucking run panels over here? Do you see me on fucking panels every fucking day? Do I hit fucking links and just hit panels and I'm just sitting up on people? No! Hit the link real quick. Can you hit the link real quick? I want to ask you a couple questions. Can you hit the link real quick? I hit the link and shit. Like, what do you expect me to come up on now? Now I gotta come up on you. Censor myself. Yes, I'm Rick Reed. I'm a different bitch. I can't really. You begged me to come up here, and you asked me to come the fuck up here, and you begged for the motherfucking OG. Now when the OG come up there, now the OG gotta be like different. I can't really be Rick Reed. No, bitch. No. If I'm coming to do what I do. I'm coming to do what I do. Read those are trigger words, bitch. What type of trigger words was you saying over there to get your shit popped? What type of shit was? What is the trigger words since y'all bitches know the YouTube guidelines so motherfucking well? Since y'all bitches know the community guidelines so well, could you tell me what exactly is the motherfucking trigger word?
Woo! Let's go, Rick Reed. You said, did you ask him to use the clip, bro? But Bar Dog, I mean, yes. Okay, the short answer is yes. Not the Baptist. RY sometimes throws Bibles at me, right? And holy water and all that, because sometimes y'all say she's got her Jesus skates on or whatever the case may be. So basically I told her, I don't want to hear anything that you learned from Jerome I said, I don't want to hear anything that you heard at Jerome's First Baptist Church on Main Street. So basically, I was coming up with a fictitious church because her and I have discussions about these pop-up churches. So shout out to Jerome. He doesn't exist, but hey, if we want to bring Jerome in a character unlock, let's go. Ken Nola's in the building. Ken, I'm waiting for you to damn crank it up, bro. You got your whole setup, man. You got the Vlad. No, hell with Vlad, because you got the damn no jumper setup. You got backdrops and graphics and boom arms for microphones, everything color coordinated and shit, bro. I'm waiting for you to crank these shows up. All right, please. Come on, Ken. Fuck the people that you're trying to like argue with, or hey, I'm gonna call this person, do this, do that. You're more talented than that, Ken. Just your delivery is amazing, I think personally. And come on, bro, use that goddamn green screen and give us use that green screen and give us some damn content. Because with a green screen, you can lie. You could put some shit back there and act like you're doing something else. Okay. Shout out to the green screens when trolls need. What's up, Queen of Hearts? How you doing? All right. RY is laughing her ass off. Here's the Jesus skate. Shout out to the Jesus skate. See, that's when she be throwing them Bibles at me. She's got to use a whole bottle of holy water. She doesn't just do that, like put your fingers in there and give you the Father, Son, Holy Spirit and all that, the Blessed Trinity. Nah, she just throws the holy water at me. Like, I hope he gets better. He told me what he's gonna say on his show tomorrow, and I can't say no because I've tried enough to tell him to go. I've tried enough to tell him not to come out here and be too disrespectful. Jesus Christ, I can't stop him. But then I don't know what happens, y'all. At night, don't pay attention to my titles at night because I'm lying. You know what I mean? I get mad or some shit. I start typing up the most disrespectful shit in the world. And I tell RY about 4 or 5 times, here's my title. And like she's gotten to a point where she's patient enough for me to tone it down a little bit. Because if I come out here and say some shit that's on my mind, I might be in here with 4 people. Okay. And we're not trying to go backwards. All right. He looking sounds stupid. Oh, geez. Chocolate Thunder. Hey, some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Jerome. Jerome is doing big things out there, opening up the churches on Main Street. It's the First Baptist. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Cleflo Dollar here has a ATM in his church, but RY TV has revealed to us that she has visited a church that has a chicken restaurant in it. Okay. Like, I think I'm a black man, okay? But some people, I guess, couldn't get away with that if it wasn't true. I guess you could, that would be like extremely racist and disrespectful or some shit like that to say that they have a chicken restaurant inside of a Baptist church. Okay, so RY, please, please confirm that that's true before people, if people start putting me on, give me a MAGA hat and some other shit. Even though Donald Trump's not racist, but that's a whole nother thing. We'll let MU convince y'all of that shit. Okay, shout out to MU for making sure that the MAGA movement is in full speed, full steam ahead. Folks got back there. I think y'all need to go over there and cash app her or super chat her or whatever, because all of that talk that she's doing over there has actually reinstated a lot of y'all's food stamps. Okay, so take your ass over there, tell her thank you. Stay there if you want. I don't know. I think Uncle somebody is over there too, so maybe you can get some entertainment. All right, let's keep going. I got you, big bro. Okay, good. You better, motherfucker, because I'm gonna hate on you if you don't start this shit up, Ken. Come on. God damn. You know, this dude, Ken went on. Ken made a wish list. Go ahead. Ken made a motherfucker. Ken made a content creator wish list. And his content creator wish list was all these gadgets and all that other stuff, man. We need to see you start to press buttons. Sour Patch.
Hey, what's up, Envy?
I'm losing my mind.
What's going on? Hey, my Mika. Hey, Boo. Hey, Barn Dog.
What up? What's going on? Well, what's
Hey,
up,
Bougido. My
Mika?
RNY.
Mika. Your RY. What about your RY?
Oh, I love my RY. Hey, Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been interesting. I saw you yesterday over there. Over
Oh, at
yonder.
Lemons?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. We call names. It's all good. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
care.
Lemon. I'll call a name. You know me. I'm
Okay.
just being
What you got?
facetious. It was interesting. The was for that. That's what that was a for. Because you already know how I am, right? To me, I'm gonna be honest. I felt like it wasn't authentic. I felt like it took 3 freaking hours before y'all went up there because you ended your show and it wasn't addressed.
Mm,
And I'm not
What
trying
do
to
you,
start anything again. I'm not trying to start anything. This is just from my opinion of my point of view. I'm not trying to get y'all to, think anything different. But I just feel like it's just an apology tour because the channel got taken and now it's kind of like, the humbling tour and the I'm sorry and who are we gonna have conversations with next? It's like a list now. Like that's not authentic to me when it's just coming out of after the situation. But this is my opinion, my only, and I'm not trying to get Envy or RY to change.
mm-hmm.
But this is my thoughts on it.
Um, Golly, 95% of the time, I would agree with you on that. I see it different this time. I I, I heard sincerity, and the reason why I say that is Lemon last night reminded me of Lemon behind the scenes, and whoever wants to listen, don't blow this up anybody and be like, oh, they used to talk all night behind the scene. No. We
No,
talked
you
about
were
a couple
hardly
of you.
ever in Discord. You left Discord a long time ago.
We would talk to for a few minutes about YouTube or whatever, and then maybe I'd drive to the liquor store. We would laugh and whatever, and keep it moving. We don't sit up all night. With anyway. Uh, let me continue. Yeah, that's the lemon I think I heard last night because I know the
Okay, fair
difference.
enough, fair enough. And that's, I mean, y'all are all okay, which is, it's good for you guys in a way, because going back and forth, like you said, if you lose track of what y'all really beefed about, and this was a major thing, this was a real thing with RNY, but I feel that if there was an open conversation to be had, I guess, but
Mm-hmm.
it's all good. Like, I'm not hating
Oh,
on it or anything like that. It brings y'all more peace within y'all, show and stuff. So it's not like always constantly dragging, the same person because that does, yeah, it can get old.
mm-hmm.
So it's good for y'all. I mean, I'm not
Well,
hating on it at all.
okay. Well, let me give you a different point of view. I have to correct you on something. Okay. You know how I am.
Mm-hmm.
I get my
Go
corrections
for it.
done and I keep it moving. Okay, so you said it wasn't addressed.
Hey,
And
Stacy.
you're talking about over here, I assume, right? How
Yes,
was it? How
over
was
here. Hey, Queen.
what, what's up, Queen Pisces? How was it addressed if that was the mission for the evening? Didn't I say clearly, like, if we can't get past this, then if we can't get
Right.
past this, I'm a op. Didn't I say that?
You did. You went in with an open mind. You and RNY both went in um with an open mind, and you guys you spoke your truth as far as what happened. And that was good. That's why I said it wasn't like something that you just came in and said, "Oh, okay, we're gonna go make up," because it could have gone either way. And if any disrespect was happening on, from his side, I'm sure it would have been definitely a no go. So yeah, it's good. It was just that's what I was thinking yesterday. Now that the conversation's been had, it is now where we're at. But that was just yesterday's commentary
Okay,
on
so
the
let me okay,
situation.
so let me ask you this. Hold on. I got damn near, yeah, I'm slow as hell, so I write things down so I don't forget. Okay, so do you know that we only agreed to a conversation? And within
Mhm.
the way
Yep.
it was presented on my channel and the way that it was presented to Lemon is we think that a conversation should be had, but a conversation doesn't necessarily equal an apology or walking away feeling freaking amazing or anything like that. That was between him and RY. I don't control the situation. I just
Mhm.
want them to talk. And just so you know, Tracy had a great idea. We were up here talking, and sometimes you need another person. Now, I wouldn't listen to 95% of the people on here, but I have to give Tracy the fact that she is a seasoned individual that knows how to, approach somebody or whatever. So when she went over there and she did that, came back with some good news about, that it's going to be a conversation. We just literally agreed on we don't know whether RY is going to accept it, not accept it, whatever. So let me ask you this,
True. True.
because
That
because
I saw that happen. Mhm.
because what you were talking about is a little off. It is a little off because it was addressed. It 100% was addressed. I said I would be an op. And then secondly, it was addressed that a conversation needs to be had. And then Tracy went over there. If it wasn't addressed on my panel, Sour Patch, why did Tracy go over there to explain the situation?
And
When you
I missed that part. Okay. And I will take that
okay.
because I did miss that part. When I came in, it was when Tracy had dropped down and said, "Oh, he'll have a conversation." So I did miss that. Shout out to my Tracy. I love my Tracy, and she's just like, "Yo, I love everybody, babes. Can y'all talk, babes? Can y'all make up, babes?" Like, so I understand that it didn't even come from you as far as like the
Hmm.
approach. She went over there, and that's where it all came about. So it's all good. Like I said, I'm not here to throw tomatoes and be just bitter and just mad. No, it was just kind of like yesterday, my assertion of things. But now, y'all are on like you said, you're cordial, y'all are cool, and you're just
I
gonna go
just
from
saw
there. You're
I
gonna go from there,
sensed
and RNY is. I'm glad that
yeah.
she got to express
Yeah.
herself as she always does. RNY doesn't hold her tongue, and she can say it in an eloquent way to where she's still gonna say it without having to be
Right.
disrespectful. And so shout out to RNY, and I'm glad
But I
that
just
that
yeah, and I just
happened.
want you to understand I want you to understand the difference between like controlling and supportive, right? So was I did I put my foot, down first and lead the way and encourage RY and all that other stuff? I absolutely did. But everything that RY chose to do after that was RY. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yes.
clearly told Lemon and her, I said, I stayed out of it. I don't know if I exited. No, I think I
And you
exited
kept it
stage
on
left when I was
point. You kept it on track because, he was trying to go off and start asking you questions. You're like, hold on, no, no, we're not here about any of that. We're here to get down to what we're talking about. And I like that because I was like, don't let him go deflect and then try to make a conversation so y'all could be piecing it up, laughing before you even got to the whole meat and potatoes of the situation as
mhm.
why you were there. And so that was, I gave you kudos on that. I was like, yep, you saw it, and you addressed it, and much respect for that because you called it out, and then she went up there, and everything happened like that.
Yeah, and I'm just going to give you, I mean, I'm going to ask you a direct question, but I'm also going to reiterate. Me personally, hang on. Me personally, I feel like I know the difference between him being genuine and not. I do. Because did you hear me up there say, the character Lemon when you press live at 7 o'clock and you do your thing? I said the character Lemon is like convoluting your goal as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
entertaining. It's funny to hear him yell and shit and get into these situations and whatnot. But like I told him, you got to turn that off, or you'll get yourself, bogged down with all these issues, and then you're going to start to lose life. You know what I'm saying? To stay likable, you could be an asshole. I think I'm pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that liked, but I'm liked enough, and I'm a troll.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
we
you got to
already
be
know
in
how
your
you
lane.
roll. We
Yeah,
know
yeah,
how you
I'm
roll.
gonna bother everybody.
Yeah. Well, we'll see
Um,
how long that lasts. I'm just gonna say.
yeah.
But, but
So what?
uh
So okay, the direct question, and then I'm going to ask you about the commentary. So the direct question, what's up, Sparkles? So the
Hi,
direct question I
Sparkles.
have, the direct question I have to ask you. Okay, so you brought that to me. You said, it might have been, you said it wasn't addressed here. Okay, so we corrected that. You said, some other things. We corrected those things. Now, based on our relationship, you're a mod. People know enough about us where there's been ups and downs, right? But
Mm-hmm.
you're here. Okay, great. Now, based on the type of person I am, any message we've sent, any phone conversation we've had, any interactions at all whatsoever, based on your actions of coming up here to ask me about this situation, how do you think about me personally since you came up to address me?
Personally, Envy, for me, you're top tier. Okay, that's why I roll with you. That's why I'm here. That's why I've always been here, regardless of what we've been through, because you are authentic. You always say what you mean, and you mean what you say. And you don't have to go attacking people. You don't have to go cussing people out. You always give people the benefit of the doubt, and I respect that a lot. And I feel that you're just a stand-up person, and that's why I'm here. Because if not, I would have been like, "Oh, he's full of shit. Bye." I would be talking my shit, right?
Right. I
But
got you.
I've been here long enough, and I actually want to be around to see it for myself. I don't just make a
Right.
judgment because you make a decision that I don't agree with, and then I'm gonna go turn on you. I'm gonna actually look at you as an individual, and then go from there.
Yeah. I mean, if I get along with you, I'm going to be hard on you. Right. So, what
Mm-hmm.
I would say is, what do they say? Verify, 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 or, something like that, like location, location, location
Trust
when you're
but
going
verify.
to
Mm-hmm.
trust but verify. There you go. So, like, based on what we literally just went through, like right now, organically, improv, whatever the hell you want to call it, I would just ask if you could verify a little bit closer, because based on you saying that it wasn't addressed, it kind of started the conversation off the wrong way. Because when you lead a conversation with something that's not necessarily, I'm not saying you were lying. Okay. We're just going to call it you forgot. Okay.
What I'm gonna
So,
call it is that I'm also in part, okay, and I'm gonna be real with it when I'm also in part being biased with my own personal thoughts and feelings. But again, I did call out what I saw. There wasn't anything I just
mhm.
made up just to be like, oh, let me come up and say something negative. That is what I saw. That was my assertion. But at the same time, yes, I mean, I don't hold it. Whatever I say in the
Okay.
back, I'll say it in the front. It's just like, boy, bye. You are just now reaching for straws. You've been, you're just out here trying to patch things up and trying to make a better, I guess, version of yourself
Space.
overnight, because
Yeah.
it didn't come from let's just say, for example, okay, if the channel had never gotten taken and none of this would have happened, would it still be that same situation, or would it still be the same thing? Like, I don't know. It didn't come out when it needed to come out. When you're on top, that's when you see a real person's character. That's where you see where they're at, where they come from. But then when you get knocked down and then you change, it's kind of like, is that really where we would have been had things not happened? But
Well,
at the same time,
let's look at it. Well, let's look at it. Let's
mhm,
flip it a little bit, Sour Patch. Okay. So you said, okay, lose a channel, feel some type of way, whatever. So let's go ahead and flip it. I don't know if you would call this devil's advocate, but let me ask this another way. Sometimes when people have like trials and tribulations, like they're in the hospital or they're in jail or whatever, everybody, says, oh, well, now all of a sudden you love God because you're locked up, and you wouldn't love God if you didn't get caught, right?
mhm,
And you wouldn't be praying in jail if you tell the judge you're sorry, but you're not sorry for the crime. You're sorry that you didn't get away
right.
with it. Okay. So when you're feeling bad, you actually reach into more your like subconscious, and you start to really look at, damn, it doesn't, you don't know what it is to be on the bottom if you haven't been like on the top. You know what I mean? No pun intended. Don't get weird, y'all, but you know what I mean?
I know what you
Like,
mean. Hmm.
I think that Lemon had to get knocked down a little bit. I do. What's up, ZX? Let me finish the sentence real quick. I do think that Lemon had to get knocked down a little bit, but long term, I think it's going to help him just refocus and get his shit together. What's up, ZX?
And I hear you, and I feel like
What's
just like
going on?
RNY says, hello, ZX, just like RNY says, actions, and change behavior is in your actions, and that's be yet to be determined. That's all I'm saying. But and then whatever happens, if anything happens, you'll address it from there.
I don't think he's going to change. I think the initial shock of losing the channel is starting to wear off, and the arrogance is going to come back, and the same repetitive behavior is going to continue. Um, he doesn't have the maturity to change. He only knows one way, and when you see people go back to certain things, and I'm talking about Krista right now.
Okay.
Um, that's a go-to. That's a go-to. It's a tool.
Crystal's
So the
she's always going to be there for the midnight call
right,
on the way home
right,
from the bar. Yes,
right,
for sure.
right. She's a tool, and he's not going to change. Give it another week or two, because the effects of losing that channel is wearing off, and he's
Mm.
going to continue. It's wearing off gradually, and the arrogance is going to come back, the attitude, the behavior. It's gradually coming back, and I don't think that. I think he's going to go. He's got to lose maybe two or three, maybe three or four, but one, and then he's right back. Now he hasn't learned, because it's like, oh, I'll just start up another channel. He doesn't even understand. At any given moment, that channel can come down. The one he's on. Anybody with determination can get it down.
Well, let me ask you
Um,
this. Okay,
yeah.
so what I can say, sometimes we get along, sometimes we don't, but I do think that you are wise. I will give you that. Um, Now, do you think that I know you're frustrated by, like, sometimes you tell him, do this, and he does the opposite. I get it. Like, you can only let a kid wreck his bike so many times before before you have to babysit him to do it, and you get tired of it, right? But that was a bad analogy. But all the advice and all of the wisdom and everything like that you poured into him, don't you think that maybe you could give him the benefit of the doubt one time, like without any hate, no shade, no nothing? Should he be given the benefit of the doubt as much as you possibly can, because you have poured your heart, not your heart, but you've poured your knowledge into him? Can you give him a chance to see what happens? Because here's what I think happens to Lemon. I think that he makes a mistake, and people go on that mistake, and wait for him to make another mistake, and they go on that mistake, and they go on that mistake, and then they start compiling it, and then he explodes. But I don't think that Lemon's ever had people say, you know what, this is my last freaking ditch effort to look at you in any kind of way than being a fuck up. Are you willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, ZX?
Well, your premise of giving him competent advice, right? You're a troll. I'm a troll. I just troll. I troll the way I troll. I troll telling him what's going to happen and what he should do, just to sit back and watch him go against it. That's my troll. My troll is, hey, don't touch that. You're going to burn your hand. And then when he burns his hand, I go, ha, you big dummy. I told you would burn your hand. That's my troll. So pouring into him and saying, hey, man, you need to make some adjustments. Is it good advice? Yes. But the other part of me is sitting back saying, you know, he hard-headed. You know, he's going to do the opposite. And then I laugh. I laugh when I tell him, you know, the people around you truly don't care for you. But I'm the one that everybody says, you don't care for him. You're a hypocrite. No, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I'm telling him the truth. So I get my troll on a little bit differently. It's not, yeah. So, yeah, I sit back and I laugh. I'm like, look, man, this is what's going to go down. And if you don't, you know, like when I come up and I tell him, hey, man, you should apologize. You should apologize to Rick Reed. You should apologize to Diva Tomboy. And he's like, fuck them. I'm like, okay, well, go right on ahead. You understand? But I'm saying, see, I don't have a problem apologizing, especially if I'm wrong or out of order. I can do that. And you can build a bridge again, or you can maintain being cordial with people. You can do that. That is a mature thing. Now, if I come to him and I say, look, man, if you want them off your back, just apologize. Now, I'm trolling, but it's good advice. And I know he's not going to do it. So I laugh. And I go, they're going to get you again. You just pissed them off all over again. That you're saying, fuck them. You're not going to bow down. And now they're going to do this to you. So in a way, to be honest with you, Envy, when I give him advice, I'm setting him up for failure. But I have the convenience of saying, I told you so.
Well, he has his own mind, you know, even whatever you say. Either you take what you can out of it or you ignore it and walk away.
See, I
Mika
was wondering
says
that, ZX. Go
many
ahead,
people don't believe
because
in
I want to say that
signs.
to ZX. Go ahead.
Okay, but there are certain signs you can't just tell what to do. You can advise. So that's what I'm saying. And one of those things is that you can't command me to do anything. I agree. And Molly also said, I don't know where Molly's comment went about, yeah, at Sour Patch, where she has been given him the benefit of the doubt and forgiven and going back and forgiven. And it's just like, after some time, how many times are you going to go through that as a person and then still come back and do
Yeah.
the same thing again?
And that's why I asked you the
Insanity.
questions. Yeah, that's why I asked you the questions. Like, what was your, purpose? Since we debunked that I didn't bring up that I did address the situation and all that, right? So there could be a margin of error where we could all be incorrect about something. But me personally, if I start feeling the venom and the hate for somebody, I'm like, okay, let me do everything I can possibly do to help until I decide that you're a piece of shit forever. right? So ZX, basically, I was looking for ZX to say one or two things. Number one, hey, I'm trying to mentor or give advice or whatever the case may be. So therefore, I'm going to continue to go back, give him the benefit of the doubt or whatever. But ZX says that he sets him up, that he sets him up and sits back and laughs. So I can't, change his answer. That's a pretty strong answer to me.
Dude,
But
I'm being
it's
honest.
I want to
It's
address
I'm
honest.
something
being
here,
honest.
and I was gonna address this before I came up, before ZX came up. Why do you always sit up there on panels talking? Okay, first of fucking all, I came up here to talk about RNY and Envy and their situation yesterday. And that's what I came up for. I was actually gonna go from there and talk about the Rick Reed and him being, dancing and all that. This evolved into a whole conversation. So get off of that shit of as far as for me, I didn't come up here to make it a whole conversation. I came to address that because it was about RNY
Right.
and NV, and I was gonna move on to other things. So
It, it, le-
this is where we're at. It came into a
le-
conversation. So I'm not here to be
Lemon,
no
I thought,
stupid ass lemon
yeah,
effect bullshit.
Lemon, I thought we were moving in the right direction. Everything I just said was positive. And you're not even in my title. I was talking about Trish's Moon-Cation to the moon. I was talking about YTC, and I was talking about Pizarro getting a job. I was
Bye,
asked
bye. The
questions.
fuck.
Wow.
But
I was
Envy
I was
has, I
asked
will say,
questions, so I don't.
you
Wow.
have been totally positive about Lemon in this whole situation, in our conversation. This is not a bash Lemon from you, but if your panelists have opinions and thoughts about things, just because they're expressing it, and nobody's been
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello. Um, excuse me. First of all, thank you for having me. I was going to say that I wanted to recognize a real man today. Envy, you have been nothing but gracious. You've been nothing but a leader. And I want to give you the Male Award of the Year. The way you flew RNY out, purchased food, made sure she was straight. Y'all got to occupy the same space. And you treated her like a woman. And I think that some of these fellas need to take some notes from that on what a gentleman is. Because not one time did I hear you, oh, this is what I did for you and this, that, and the third. You never bragged about a cash app or anything like that. I just wanted to say thank you so much. And you
I
have a great
appreciate
day
it.
on purpose.
You do
And
the
you
same.
tell RY to be the queen that she is and stay on these bitches' necks.
I appreciate it. Damn. ZX, well, I mean, Jesus Christ. See, now hey, I didn't see you in here for a few days. I know you had a tough Saturday, so I haven't seen you in here. Oh, come on, dude. This dude always changing the topic. Okay, you're talking about thank you, Andy. There's Diva. Why my name in the title? Your name's in the title because I already talked about it. But I will highlight it for a second for you, Diva. You're crazy. That's why your name's in the title. Let's see. So now Lemon stomps off mad like a diva, and Envy goes over there and apologizes and explain that Lemon got it wrong, and then Lemon chooses his next victim. I was surprised, Molly. Sour Patch.
It's me. The thing got
I
disconnected.
was that it wow. So basically I would be interested if he heard the from the beginning to where we're at right now in the live from him leaving, because unfortunately that like basically puts an X through everything I said.
And my thoughts
I'm
and
sitting
opinions
here.
were just of mine. ZX's are just of his. You had nothing negative to say. Actually,
It's
you've been
crazy.
on the other side trying to
I don't
make.
think I've
You're
ever talked
bringing
about
it. You're bringing
anybody.
positive.
I
So.
don't think I've ever talked about anybody that good on this app in years.
Hmm.
In a way where I want him to move in a different direction. I think he's comparable of it. And I sat up here saying that he was genuine and people need to do this and that. I'm like, wow. I mean, he dropped in the
That
chat. He
man,
said it's
listen,
annoying as fuck to talk about. What the? Wow. Okay.
he cried. He cried. He
All right.
cried. He cried when his channel went down. He was an emotional wreck. An emotional wreck. I would never let anybody know that taking my channel hurt me emotionally, saddened me. Because if that is your Achilles heel, then they're going to continue to take it. They're going to continue to make you sad because this whole thing is about a psyop. That's what this is.
So
Psychological
yeah.
warfare.
So we
That's
gotta
what this is.
because I was having my live. When am I a panel show? Every now and then I was having my own live, and I even said, when you're down, maybe you get into your thoughts a little bit. When you see yourself down, sometimes you get into your real thoughts and your subconscious. So basically, me sitting here and saying, benefit of the doubt and all that other crazy shit, even though my chat is like, benefit of the doubt, especially Molly, like, talk about your belly button, this and that, whatever. I let everything go, everything, and basically answered. I wasn't talking about Lemon. He's not my title. You came up and asked me about Lemon. I didn't fucking say anything about him.
Okay, what about Diva? What about Diva? We could pass on him. What about Diva? What happened with that?
Okay, Diva. Okay. Hang on. They setting you up, Envy, and what you just fixed. Okay. Well, your sunshine, listen, as soon as I can be good, I could be bad. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
See, I don't agree. You are
Totally,
sunshine. Like, I don't agree with that. I feel like I'm just here
I
talk
fought
about.
against even Sour Patch saying that it wasn't addressed, saying that it wasn't genuine, and then ZX had some things to say. I got to make sure this might be Diva. But I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
And how many times have you?
I'm not scared to hear what she has to say. I'm scared of the avatar.
Tuck your chain. Tuck your chain. Tuck your chain.
Oh, Diva's Diva. What's up, Diva? Oh no.
Y'all crazy.
Uh-oh.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Diva. I just want to say this real quick. Envy, how many times have you had a live about me with my name in the title and people up here ripping me to shreds? And you know what? I say, okay, Envy, you're gonna do it. That's cool. Yeah, I'm a little bit like, oh, fuck that. But I'm not gonna be here up here being upset. It's just like part of it. That's just what comes with it a lot of times, especially when you put yourself out here.
I just look like a dumbass is what I just did. Anyway, I was trying to be a man about everything, but okay, cool. It's annoying as fuck that we
don't be
talk about
surprised,
him when I'm
Envy, if he
asking
goes live and
questions.
he's like, okay, Envy, and I try to clean it up and say,
What-
we're good, Envy. It was just blah blah blah. No, that's how you feel. If that's how you feel, stand on it. Don't try to later be like, well, it's okay. It wasn't a big deal. Like,
All
that's
right,
what I'm
let me
saying. The
focus on
authenticity.
Diva because
But go
I'm
ahead.
trying to help her with her mental situation here.
I love you, my sunshine.
Mental situation.
Yeah. It's cool. So I saw your community wall. Before I even wash my face or anything else in the morning, I look at your community wall. And you got some very interesting situations going on with Trish, right? And what I was saying is, so you see Moon-Cation up there, right? Because we always have vacation somewhere. And I literally think either you could sell us that you're going to the moon, or you could sell that she's going to the moon. What's your objective? Like, Diva. I think you're throwing dust at some shit for people to pay attention to while you're doing something else. But go ahead.
See, that's the problem. See, that's exactly why the trolls, we don't tell you and ZX a motherfucking thing. ZX over there, he don't know which way the trolls is going. He trying to get some intel. Listen, and then we had Lurker went over there like, listen, Bubba, relax. What is you talking about? You really stop it. Just
Well,
chill.
you have to send me an emissary, okay?
Well, she
You
called you
tell.
Bubba. You know, Lurker loves you to death, but she definitely on the dream team. But she felt bad. I'm like, listen, you tell ZX
Well, then tell.
ain't doing too much, but you was about to help that nigga. That shit got on my motherfucking
No,
nerves.
no, I know. It appears that, but he too dumb to even figure it out.
No, you went no, but what you did was you went up there, but that's a lot of people don't really. You always to keep a hard cover. You say people don't know you like that, and I get it. You get what I mean? And but you can't help it when motherfuckers just know you. They know that that empathy kick in. Like damn, like all right, don't do. I can't stand this motherfucker either. But at the same time, you like damn. I wouldn't want to feel that, but they don't really know another
I'll
side of
be,
you.
I'll
And
be
so
one that had my got him moment.
you want to have the got him moment, but then at the same time, you like, damn, because you know what we gonna do. You already know it.
Yeah,
But at the
man.
same time, you know, at this present moment, listen, I don't know what's wrong with the boy. Tyler played on my phone all day today. Hey, Tyler, bring your fuck ass up here, okay, with that
Nonsense.
Jerry curl.
Hey, I think you about to bring the black sector back. I put that on my board, and the B sector came in there and was like, "No, she not." I was like, "Yeah." I was
Nah,
like, "Wow."
well,
I
you know, the
really
black
did.
sector don't really come outside, and they at Bigo. And then at the same time, you know what? I just think at this, listen, and CX, you big enough to do it too. That's why I just created a lane for myself. I don't claim no sectors. Like people, listen, whatever
You know how
category
it
motherfuckers
is.
want to put me in, you know what I'm saying? I could fit in
Yeah,
anywhere. I'm gonna respect
right,
everybody. You get what I'm saying?
right,
They
right.
disrespect me for the most part.
Mm.
That's our
Okay.
boy. That's my
Okay.
boy. That's my
Okay.
boy.
Oh my
Oh,
God. Like
damn.
Talent,
this
that
makes,
nigga. Come on up, talent.
I mean, the chin is definitely the chin is most definitely similar,
No, he
but
was
what
fucking with
I
me. I wish
the,
that I could tell y'all some
oh,
shit, but that motherfucker, he was fucking, and he
li-
goofy. He
here's what
loves
we're
to
gonna
laugh and have fun, but he's silly.
okay.
He's not even really like that. But he played on my phone all day long. Stop
Oh,
Okay,
playing with
damn.
me, talent.
so you've heard his voice many a time. So hey, crowd, we're gonna listen to we're gonna you're delusional about this, Diva. But anyway,
Oh
we're
yeah, I'm real delusional.
yeah, I got to make you mentally ill so you don't get in trouble for the dumb
Oh
shit you
yeah,
do.
that's right. Cause
Okay,
I'm too.
I have to make sure.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
that
right.
everybody
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
you're
But
mentally
you know
ill,
who
y'all.
started? You know who started this shit though? OG. I'm when I can say OG. That's ZX.
Big bro.
But you know you big bro, right? How you know? How you
I
know what
know
I
what
call
I
you?
am. I know I know. Go ahead.
Yep. So
You're
I call
fucking
ZX
weird. You had a
OG
breakdown.
OG Unk, and then I call Yep, I sure do. I call you big bro. But anyway, so listen, y'all. So it wasn't even
Diva, I
really
gotta
supposed
play
to.
it while you're up here. I have to real quick, and then
Why
you
do
can
you keep
continue.
playing that? That's
I
so
have to
stupid.
because
Like I
it's
don't understand why you. I
fun.
guess, but it make you look up like weird. Like
Anyway,
why the fuck
Diva,
you keep
I
playing
know.
that shit so old?
All right, we're not gonna argue. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you know me, I fuck, and then I call R and not Y on you, man, like on some real
I
shit.
know that. I know. That's what I'm concerned about. But go ahead, Diva.
So anyway, it wasn't even supposed to happen like that. But Talent had got to the point where he got tired. It's all about Sassy. Sassy has done some shit hidden behind him, and then behind the scenes, she'll get upset with him and then threaten that shit. So I got a video when she was on Ronnie Q channel, and you know, she was in the cut. A lot of people be over to Ronnie Q's in the cut. You know what I'm saying? And at my channel, they know what's up. So, but she went up there and she was about to get doxxed by. Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say that word. But she was about to get found out about, you know, who she was by TMO. And so Talent loved chocolate girls. Like that's his weakness. And so they got to be darker the berry, the sweeter the juice to him. But he loved that crazy shit. So TMO, even though she married and shit like that, he got a thing for her. And listen, my opinion, I don't think that TMO is ugly. I think she looked like a porcelain doll to me. I think she's gorgeous. So
If she would
anyway,
keep her mouth shut, she'd be all right. It's when she
I
start
agree.
talking about all fast and start talking. It's when she start talking. I'll be like, motherfucker, are you like take the battery out?
But
Jesus
here's the
Christ!
thing: but all the chocolate, dots around here, they pretty to me. I don't know any dark skinned woman around here that I had to say, "Damn, that's a ugly motherfucker." I haven't said that yet. I think that they all adorable, even the ones I
Oh,
don't like.
it's one or two of them out here. I'll be nice to them. I'll tell them they all beautiful, But
So I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's
do an
some.
exercise, y'all. Okay, with Diva. This is great. Thank you for pulling up, Diva.
Well, you got the
You
you
got
got the
you
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 got
got a
you got the
you
best
got
of
a
the best
long
up
night.
here, regardless of whatever they say about ZX. ZX, listen, I don't give a fuck what they be paying that shit to me. I be telling Barbara like chill, because in
Okay,
my
so
opinion, he wakes shit up. You
all
can't
right,
get
y'all.
who out roasting, who out cooking,
Oh
who doing more
Lord,
than me and ZX. Now stop it. You can't think
wow.
one and think I'm about to make us think one and think two. They already lying about us saying we working together. We not working together.
Yeah, why are they doing that?
I don't know, but we can't stand each other. And I don't know. You know who putting that shit out there? Diddy Lulu.
While you're here, okay, Diva, like, yeah, you got us. Like, you do 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you say talent is Rick Fox. So we got Rick Fox, we got our boy Rick Fox here. All right. So the chat, if
Oh,
you
he's
aren't
chilling. We
aware,
got listen,
the
Envy. I'm
chat,
crazy. I'm crazy,
okay,
Envy.
right, the chat,
Especially
if y'all aren't
2026. I
aware,
ain't gonna mention him at all.
if
He about to do
if
his
y'all
thing.
aren't aware, Diva says that talent is Rick Fox. Okay, so what this is ridiculous. We want to put this to rest, y'all. So let's listen to Rick Fox
ZX.
and
It's that nigga.
match that up with talent's voice. Let's go.
And surround yourself with the type of people that are championship mindset driven and will sacrifice at all costs to get there. And you will find yourself at some point at the top of the heap.
You ended up winning.
His cadence, the way he talks, we might have something here. Okay, let's go.
Legends, greater players, accountable. Where he saw me.
If he says bums, I'm turning all this off and ending the live. Okay, let's go.
Envy, shut up. Now you know when it comes time for red carpet time, he don't talk like that. But do you think even when it comes to judges and shit, they go home, they chill with their family. We his secondary family where he could let his hair out. But if he didn't want to get noticed, by doing meet and greet, then I wouldn't have did what I did. But I was mad at him because
okay, Diva, hold on a second.
No, I'm gonna put your audience down.
Okay,
you don't want to put them on, then all right, whatever.
All right, go ahead. Tell him. Let's go. Tell him what you want to tell him, Diva.
Right. I'm just sharing some because I don't want people to get it confused that I have an issue with talent. Me and talent, we don't have no issues with each other. But what the problem is that he didn't give a fuck whether he really got doxxed or not around this time. So that's why he started to do the meet and greets. Talent has been around since 2019. So around a little bit after, I would say, with COVID. And so when the motherfuckers was in the house surfing surfing the net. So a lot of people took attention to Kwame Brown. And speaking of that side of things, because Kwame Brown and Gilbert Arenas was over in this section of YouTube acting the fuck up. So of course people that's clowning them and know them and just sitting back watching the drama, they're going to be wondering, watching a channel, seeing who they, in a circle with or where they hang at, and it's curtains. But when it comes to talent, it wasn't meant to be like this. He decided wanted to start it, meeting people. But once you do a meet and greet, once you sit down at a restaurant, once you will do whatever, you are opening up people, opening up yourself for people to find out who you are. So you have a lot of people who would never do a meet and greet because they already know what time it is. You know what I mean? Pizarro would never do a meet and greet or would never show up at one. You get what I mean? Now, if people already know what you look like me, I came up. However, I'm thinking about maybe showing up at Mother's, or if I do a meet and greet, I'm going to show up at a place where I know, like, I 100%, trust that person to not do me dirty. And I've already cornered, already know the motherfuckers that if I was to pop up, it would definitely be given to people that I fuck with like that. But Talent, I think he was a little bit tired. And it's just my opinion. I don't think it has nothing else to do with anybody other than Sassy, because she constantly, hiding behind him behind the scenes, and then she comes out to the public like she not sweating him like that. Yes, you are. And so she was kind of like forcing protection for her, and she was involving herself in a lot of fuck shit behind the scenes, talking about people and sending shit. And so once she start coming out and start fucking with these sharks out here, and they was talking about doxing her, and knowing that she had cammed up behind the scenes and all that, she ran to Talent. Talent got sick of that shit. Now, listen, yes, I am crazy. Don't believe a goddamn thing I'm saying. I'm lying to you. I'm delusional. But what I'm saying is, Talent started not giving a fuck because he's sick of her. Okay, you can't pay him to say her name, and if you mention her name to him, he's going to stay with that face, that straight face, poker face, but it makes his stomach turn. He can't stand that motherfucker. I'm telling you a lie. Look, I'm telling you a lie. I'm delusional. He can't stand her. So what happened was, when it came to this second meet and greet with Ness, of course, you guys got to pay attention to events. You guys are paying attention to what to see drama, but pay attention to the trust that he has with Ness. She had her phone. She, you know what I'm saying? She, it was just them two by themselves. You get what I mean? He maybe did a separate meeting later. You get what I'm saying? With real tight-lipped too. But when it came to Lemon is the biggest disappointment, and he's not only a disappointment to Talent secretly. See, Talent not gonna. He's the type of person that will, say it's unfortunate behind the scenes or away from him, but then in front of. Sorry about that. In front of his face, he'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, this, bro, that. But Talent knows that it's a wrap. And at this point, everybody is like disappointed. He disrespected the wrong people, and he gonna find out at the wrong time that he disrespected the wrong people. And he could save face all he wants to, but you're not doing nothing but appeasing people who can't do a motherfucking thing for you. They'll tell you, yeah, don't apologize. Yeah, don't do this, don't do that. Because they want you to stay where they are. They was once, they had opportunities. They blew it. So now y'all all in the same motherfucking space. Now what? So it's just like in your real life, when you have bad credit, right? And you start getting your credit right. And then you have that one or that two banks that will want to say, all right, I give you another chance. I know you fucked up, or I know you started out here, or maybe had your faults, or guess what? This is your first car, or this is your first house. But I know a lot of people, because you knew when you starting your credit out, I know they don't want to loan to you, but you always got that one bank that their percentage rate is insanely high, but they will trust you. And that's what Talent did with Lemon. I'm going to be that bank that trusts that what I see is what it is. And it's just like filling out an application. You're going to put and take your highest pay stubs. You're going to take the best of your best. You're going to put your best references down, right?
Of course.
But as soon as they develop a relationship with you, what happens? You start you're late on your payments. You late for this. And I want people who got the eyes to see to know exactly what I'm talking about. And on top of that, you bad mouthing the company in a slick way. You doing shit to make the value of the property of the car or the house go down by doing a bunch of bullshit to it, damaging it, right? You got activities when you moved in. You in a nice, good neighborhood. Basically what I'm saying is Town is the one that's saying is the loner. I'm the one that you wouldn't have that house if it wasn't for me, because nobody would ever trust that we will put somebody in the neighborhood to actually destroy it. And to bring corruption, to bring legalities into our neighborhood. Because even though it goes on in the neighborhood, it's totally camouflaged to the point where it's not making the block hot. But by you, it's people in and out, house parties every day. It's drug deals outside of the place. You get what I'm saying? You letting hookers in, you letting hoes in, and a lot of shit that's going on. You making the block hot. Now we got cops that's circling the block. We got the people who had a house on that block for 30, 40 years. They complaining. You get what I'm saying? You got the white people that's now moving out, because they like, damn, we took a couple of niggas, but these niggas, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say it on your platform, but these black folks that we took, at least they had jobs, at least they had honest living. They were cops, they were firefighters, they were career driven. You get what I'm saying? But now, since this person bought the house, now our value, our market, our neighborhood, the worth of I can't even, you got people that want to sell their houses. They can't anymore because now they're upside down because the value of the neighborhood went down. You get what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make is that they look at it on a different scale when you sitting at that point of being an investor and opening up new deals. The Black YouTube is supposed to be the virtual Wall Street. But the problem is you have people as time go on, it's just like in real life that our kids and then their kids, and they all, like the generations, they become more and more just terrible.
Diva, are you okay?
Oh, I'm delusional. Very.
No, well, that was definitely a substitute teacher speech, and we all appreciate it. That was ridiculous. So let me ask you some direct questions to probably get things back on track. And Stacy, I got her. Don't worry, Diva. Anyway. So what do you think the intentions were for Talent to make that meeting then? I want to know what you think.
Yes, Stacey, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to be. Usually I'd be on my channel, which you don't be, minding my business. He'll be there because he knows what I'm talking about. So sorry, I'm not. I don't know what you want me to do. You're part of the masses. You're a civilian. You're supposed to be lost. Oh my
God! Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's too bold. I put up on my wall that that's just me. What am I doing?
Civilian, interesting. Okay.
As long as you motherfuckers are talking about people like that motherfucker over there, you see my avatar? People like him has put out all sort of liabilities. Okay? I'm not the one who said how tall Talent was. I'm not the one who said he was a retired ball player. I'm not the one who just keep constantly making. Sorry about that. I'm not the one that's making things worse by consistently fucking with somebody who you to your face can't handle. It's you don't have the number count. You don't have the many heads to get into wars that, you know what I'm saying, that you can't handle. Nobody comes in anywhere as the newbie and goes straight to the top and start going at them. That's dumb. Nobody does that.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so let's move off of that. I see your avatar. How did you start with Trish? Because I got y'all on Moon-Cation, and I'm gonna press the shit out of you on that. Go ahead. Fucking Moon-Cation. What's going on with you and Trish, Diva?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because whatever, you're gonna get together with a content creator I won't mention and compare notes and do all this and do all that, right? Against against a lady that should be your neighbor in the crazy house. Like y'all should be able to talk through the wall and that's it, or through the vent stand on top of the
Crazy
toilet and
too.
talk through the vent. Y'all are fucked up. I think you would go into like a padded room and play like I think y'all would put like a little pads on and stuff and run into each other.
Easy
Yeah.
on my sisters. Easy on my babies
Well,
now.
oh, easy on the person that you're gonna go after. Okay, got it.
No,
Let me
I
write
ain't.
that
Come on,
down.
stop it. You can. You
What
already
are
stop playing with me before I cut your ass out. You know who I'm talking about? The one that can't be mentioned.
She's
You
a
know what I mean? That's
deflection.
my
She's
sister.
a deflection. She's a deflection. Diva. Stop it.
Well, everybody working on things different. I'm just, I just
I
write things
get
on
it.
my wall. You know what I mean?
You
All
just
I
write
know
on
is
your
I got
wall.
one
Okay.
focus, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody working on certain individual things. So I don't talk behind the scenes. And then when I'm doing stuff, when people go to their channels and start saying what I'm doing and saying all this other stuff, you're lying because it's put out there right in front of everybody. People know what I said, what I did. Like, I don't know why this guy, he keeps constantly, Lemon keeps telling this story that I mentioned and said that Talent um inducted Lemon into the Illuminati. First of all, you ain't Illuminati.
Oh my
I never
God.
said that. I said you sold your soul. It's a difference. So, so he said he's telling people that I said he was an Illuminati and that he ate the caviar as a form of a sacrifice. Like I never said. Do you envy? Do you know that don't exist? That's not true
Security.
at all. I've never said that, and it's
Security. Whatever. The skull and bones exist. So okay. And they all became presidents of the United States. Okay, but anyway, we're moving right
well,
along.
who even
Uh
says I've never
yeah,
ever, and I've been around for over
you
20 years on it.
I
I've
think you
never heard
forget
anybody
what you
say that.
say based on the meds. So let me ask you that. So
Yeah, I've never said that, Envy.
you do what you do know what his main story is though, right? That you were offended by the ghetto thing, right? Like when you were over there to state your case, whatever, not ghetto, but JC. Like when
Hmm.
she went up there and I really want to know this because basically I've been speculating about this and I think that he has and a lot of other people have. Did that kind of start your like mission on terrorizing him?
No,
Yeah,
not at
and what I
all.
mean by that is when you went up there, okay, because that's the consistent story. When you went up
No,
there and you
of
wanted to
course
state
it's
your
going to
case
be.
and just Crystal went up there with the candle and you saying you're not going to let me talk this and that. How deep did that go for you? Because that's pretty much
My
the
bad. I'm so sorry about
ongoing
that.
kickoff of y'all's major issue. So and the reason why I asked that, Diva, is because I do see you on platforms taking a lot of cussing out from certain individuals. So in my mind, I'm like, Diva's just adding this all up. She's just making a note of this shit right here.
No,
She's like,
for real,
okay.
Envy. If they really knew me, then you could just tell who in people's ears, because if you really knew me and had an experience with me, you already know. Once we make good, I don't throw that shit in your face again. As a matter of fact, I walk away. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe in, if somebody, they fucked up, then I really believe in, all right, they fucked up. They had, a moment or something like that. And so you just keep it moving. And I just like instantly just left people the fuck
And
alone. I
Diva,
genuinely. There go.
what's up, Envy?
What up, man? What up? What up?
But let me finish real quick because can he get on my nerves? But when it comes to this situation, that's not, no. What happened was Envy. After JC did that banana thing or whatever, right? I just was like, all right, cool. I just won't, come back. I won't come back, and that's
Mhm.
just fucked up. But I'm not gonna do the business to him, and that's just what it is. But I just wanted to know why. Why did he do it? Like, how can you keep like fucking with somebody or keep being mean to somebody that's not being disrespectful or mean to you? Like, what have I ever
You
done?
said
I
because he
shared
was
your live stream. Hold on. I shared your live streams. I hyped you up. Like, I've never said a bad thing about this nigga on my channel. And so I just thought that he was just making young nigga mistakes. And so what happened was, Envy, what he's not telling y'all, and the live stream, of course, I own it now, and I'm gonna come out with it. Let him keep saying what I said and what happened and this and that and the other, and I'm gonna keep busting his ass. I'm gonna tell the truth. He gonna lie, and as long as you're lying, you're gonna lose, and that's just what it is. So what happened was, one day I just hit the panel, and I was like, "Can I talk to you for a minute? Because I just want to know, like, what would make you just have JC come up there and do that with the banana?" And I was actually being very serious with you. Like, why would you do that? And he was like, "Oh shit, yeah, my bad. Shit just happened. But I mean, I didn't mean for it to go that way, this and that and the other." And you could hear me on a recording, basically, because I have the video. You could hear me saying, "But that wasn't cool. But I don't have no issue with you. I ain't come at you, this and the other, yada yada yada." So Trish came up there and was like, "Lemon, fuck that bitch. You don't owe her this and that, yada yada. You got the trolls in the chat. My trolls gonna troll you too." So they was all saying, you will need to take that, this and that, and the other, this and that. But I wasn't even talking to him disrespectful, because I don't even believe in disrespecting black men from the gate. You know that, and everybody else that fuck with me know that. Okay? So as I'm sitting there, I just was like, I'm just listening to Trish. I ain't argue with her. All of a sudden, he start, "I don't give a fuck. But Trish, I ain't scared of her." So of course, after she do, and I'm sitting there on mute. So then I was like, you know what? I said, you know what, Lemon? I see that this is who you are for real. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not a nice guy at all. I mean, how can you didn't? This is the third time. I said 3 strikes, you out. I said it's the third time you disrespect. So he start basically coming back at me. While we arguing, landlord is pissed at me because during that time I was fucking with audio. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of shit that was about, I knew that was gonna go down before the text messages to his mom, before all that shit went down. I had a shield up, like, you know what I'm saying, chill. So nobody wasn't really doing shit until we fell out for whatever reason. You get what I mean? So I just had a shield up over him because I didn't want. I just said, "Oh, baby," I'm raising myself. So nobody like that. Ken was on my ass. Landlord was on my ass, and people who was like, what's up to him was like, you know what I mean. So anyway, after that, landlord and the mayor popped out to troll me because that's what they're going to do. And so they hit the panel. He told them to come up. They hit the panel. Landlord went up there first. Landlord started calling me all types of bitches, this and that. Now, mind you, after all this went down, guess who came to my panel just 3 weeks ago? And was like, "Diva, I'm sorry." Because he already, like, what I'm saying? First of all, I didn't deserve it. That's for one. For two, he shared with me. I just was mad because I can't stand that nigga audio, and I wanted him. And you was in my way. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, "I just had to do that enough." You know what I'm saying? And I disrespected you, and I mean that. But see, that wasn't televised. Even though I was live, nobody saw that. But believe it, the landlord, you'll believe I'm a hard ass nigga. Which he is. Don't get it fucked up. But he apologized. Because he knew that, first of all, I'm gonna leave you alone. I really didn't deserve it. So that man, that black man, that strong black masculine man kicked in. Because what real man feels justifiable just disrespecting a black woman that has never disrespected them? That doesn't sit right in a real black straight man's. Now, gay and the straight don't have nothing to do with it. Please don't get me wrong, because I don't give a fuck who you choose to love, but it's just like masculine men that really love women, like, and especially love the black woman. They're not, it's not going to sit right with them of them disrespecting the black woman for no reason. I didn't cuss him. I didn't call him any names. I didn't get loud because that's not who I am. He can't prove that I've ever done that to him. So then what would make you do that for no fucking reason? And he still to this day think that I'm not deserving. Listen to me, Envy. Listen to me close. I'm very serious. Listen to this, and I want you to try to digest this logically. I have never done anything prior to him. I've never called him a name. I've never disrespected him. I've never yelled. I've never cussed at him. And out of the clear blue sky, multiple times, this is the third time he have showed nothing but. Now, what black man that loves sincerely, that has a black mother, a black sister, a black niece, and love black woman sincerely would feel right inside of their heart, regardless of whether they express it or not, will feel good about themselves after doing that to a innocent black woman. Now, his issue with me is my issue with Sassy, my issue with Tracy, my issue with Trish, which a man should never involve himself in female bullshit. But instead of him being man enough to say, that's my issue, he decides, because I'm already looked at as the villain. So this is rookie play 201. And the reason being is because when Diva first came on YouTube, and you laughing because you was around and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know.
When you
What's
have
up,
somebody,
Latendra?
it's just certain people like me, ZX, Ken, just naming a few that are automatically looked at as the fucking villains, right?
Me
So
too.
it's easy to lie on us because majority don't like us anyway. So they can easily lie and consider you not important because I could just throw this on your name. I could just throw this on you, or I could treat you this way. And then as time go on, the story changes because they're going to believe
Diva. They
me.
just need a reason. They just need a reason to
Correct.
tell the masses why they don't like you, because
Correct.
they can't
Correct.
convince people with their own truth. They have to have a bandwagon.
Correct.
See, I'm a nomad. I don't want a lot of people around me. You know, I want to know what I did wrong because I did it wrong. But
Correct.
You're right. It's a deflection sometimes when people say, "Oh, you know, I heard you say this about me and that about me." Well, then pull up and ask the person. You know what I'm saying? Don't get on Discord, Instagram, you know, the satellites or some shit, and you know, there's dog whistles and smoke screens, you know, all that. Like, just stand in it. But see, I'm surprised at what happened to me today with him. But go ahead.
Wait, before you move there, because I don't want to move the goalposts. To answer your question,
got it.
That day that I just sat there and I just like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? And I saw who hyped him up, and I saw the several women that was hyping him up because they don't like me. But the truth be told, I've sat there and watched these same people go crazy when it's done to somebody that they like. But because, you know, I'm not a part of Beat Sector, but Beat Sector, they really don't know my history. So you can't pull what's something you could do to a rookie to a veteran. You get what I'm saying? Because the people that have the final say, and the powerful people, especially the big dogs in the sectors, they're not going to feed that to their audience, and they're not going to stop fucking with me, and they're not going to come to your rescue. One, because they know what happened. That's one. For two, they know Diva is a lot of fucking things. She might be a mean motherfucker, but what she not going to do is fuck with people that's not fucking with her. That's for one. And for two, I for damn sure not going to lie to win anybody over, because I don't give a fuck whether you like me or not. So all those things that he used against me backfired. So this is why the first time, that's why Mother did a town hall. It was like, bro, I think this one, you better sit out, because you saying it's a B sector war to mute Diva. I'm not doing that to my niece. Like, so I'm cool with all the OGs. I'm cool with the big dog. I'm cool with more OGs in his sector than he is. So you can't just use that to turn, so that backfired. And then the more that he lied, the more secretly trolls from other camps start saying, Diva, I'm with you. Because this is some bullshit. I mean, I was there. I saw everything. And he's just flat out lying. So now nobody's respecting it at all. And so this is why he has to lean on Trish and Loop Loop and all of these people that the B sector said no to years ago. They don't take them serious at all.
I think they're missing that the back chat and a lot of trolls right now are taking a little bit of a break. I don't think that they realize that quite yet.
No,
But
we're not
I
really
tell them,
outside. Everybody,
well, I tell them like if you haven't seen the back chat in a while, or people drop down, or whatever the case may be, it's a little deeper than you think it is. It is. That's why I was asking you the questions I was asking you.
Well, that chat and all of them, you probably had some phonies around there, but for the most
there
part,
is
that
there's
chat, that's my team. So they team Diva. So my thing is that everybody pretty much busy at the time because
thank you, Barn Dog.
we all focus on one person right now because you have naturally pissed everybody off. So listen, so this is what happened. So after he finished cussing, I'm sitting there on mute. He let landlord up. Landlord start calling me all sort of bitches, Envy. So he start jumping me with Envy. I mean with landlord. You know what I did? I'm just sitting there. Like I'm just sitting there. I'm watching the chat. I'm watching the trolls. See, that's why we ain't got time. Right now, every troll, all hands on deck. We ain't even begin. That's why I said his mama be in Craigslist next year. Because we doing other shit. Right now, all those trolls in the chat, everybody that laugh, I'm like, y'all really sitting here thinking this shit is funny? So then the mayor hit the link. And so the mayor, landlord, and Lemon, they was all jumping me. I was outnumbered, but I sat there. And a lot of people was like, well, then why you said I had to do it. It had to be done so everybody could see the fuck shit that Lemon allows and the fuck shit that how Lemon would treat you when he thinks you're absolutely worthless and you can. You see? And so that's what this is about. Meanwhile, landlord crawled back to me and apologized. Diva, you know what I mean? We had to do it. But see, I was mad because I'm like, landlord, who made that call? You get what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't even in the book. Mm-hmm. But landlord is an OG. So I just had to make it happen because, you know what I'm saying? The prudent is You see what I'm saying?
Your classic slaps on the wrist. I know. I've been a member. I got pissed off on
the mayor, he don't give a fuck. He don't like nobody, to be honest.
Barn Dog said Barn Dog got pissed off one day and canceled all the memberships. Go ahead, Diva.
Oh, what happened, Barn Dog? What happened, Barn Dog? What did he do?
Yeah, I don't. No, he said all of them. He didn't say me. He said all of them.
So that's the truth behind that. He uses Ghetto and Krista because he's lying about allowing men to jump me. But they're not people that don't like me. They're not going to care anyway. Because they look at it, you got people like Sassy that'll say, okay, well, she deserved it. Instead of using that knowledge and that what's not right and what's wrong. This is why she'll never find a husband. This is why talent don't want nothing to do with her. She has no integrity at all. Trish has no integrity. They have zero. It has to be somebody that they don't like and they'll consider it fair. But if somebody that they do like, then they'll speak up. Let's stop the mess. So after that happened, they got a lot of big dogs' attention, and that was the last of the fate of the decisions that was made today.
Yeah, unfortunately, I thought we cleared up a whole lot last night. But for him to drop in the chat and do what he did, I need to see what he says tonight.
Who? I can't believe it. He dropped in your chat and did what? I wasn't here for real.
Okay, yeah. So you know, him and RNY needed to have a conversation, right? Via RNY, you know, feeling some type of way. Obviously, me feeling some type of way, but I don't control her to tell her what to do. But they had a conversation last night, right? And it went well. It went well, and I thought it was sincere. And I was up here for about an hour talking to Sour Patch and everybody else, saying, "No, I think he's sincere this time." Okay. And then ZX was like, you know, I only go up there, you know, and talk my shit to set him up and laugh, you know. And I'm like, you know, hey, if you're gonna go up there and give him his wisdom and all that kind of stuff or whatever, are you willing to give him the benefit of the doubt this one time that you gave him the, you know, that you gave him your wisdom and all that, and he might change? And I didn't get really an answer for that. And I basically told Sour Patch, you know, because of a couple things I had to correct, I was like, you know what? I think he was sincere, whatever. Let me, you know, put differences aside. Right. He dropped, he Sour Patch came up and asked me about what the situation was with us last night. He's not in the title. I'm not talking about him. I was answering questions. I was surprised he dropped down in my chat and says, "Y'all always got to be talking about me. This is annoying as fuck. Goodbye," or whatever. Nigga, like I thought I thought we figured it out last night. Every panel. He gets amused when Pizarro talks about him and when Bree talks about him and when whoever talks about him. But when I'm asked a question and don't even bring him up, you got to drop in my chat and basically erase everything that you did last night. Made me look like an idiot because I sat up here and said that he was sincere and everybody told me, yeah, just give it a day or two and you'll figure out he wasn't. But go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. That like, and I is Malik still here? I really want to ask you and Malik, because I don't want to offend you guys, but how do y'all sit and allow another man to call you bitches and talk to you any type of way?
That's not how he talks.
And y'all don't
to me.
take some kind of like stand to just not hit the panel or be seen in his chat. Like I can understand like some things is trolling, but then it be like on the flip side, it's like,
that's a
are
question
you
for
okay?
him. That's a question. I know that's a question for him. We don't do that.
Yeah,
That's
but it's you receive. I don't like. I know as a female, if the tables was turned and the genders was different, I wouldn't be able to. All right, so let's say Pizarro. That's a great example. Now, Pizza, even though we never got along and we side eye each other, but at the same time, she liked me a little bit. I like her a little bit, right? But if I come in her area or hit a panel that she's on, I'll be like, "What's up, bitch?" And then she'll be like, "What's up?" Now, if I say, "Hey, Pizza," she'll be like, "Hey, Diva." Right. So I set the tone as to how she responds, but never ever has she ever come anywhere I was or whatever and just be like, bitch, like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? So if that happens with female, now men have a certain a pride about them. And I don't, for the life of me, I don't understand how you and Malik get called all sort of bitches.
I'm not talking to you like that from him. I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, the fuck I'm not. No, I'm not. When?
Envy. He calls you all sort of bitches all the time.
When I'm on the panel, when I'm in the chat. No, he doesn't. Tifa, he doesn't.
In the chat?
Okay, find me a clip.
Listen.
You're the Encyclopedia Britannica of YouTube. He doesn't talk to me like that.
Now I can understand if it was like a troll that was getting treated like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a troll, but it's a faceless troll. So you talking at an avatar, you talking to a person, you think that's my voice. But once you're actually a part of the game too. Like, you ain't never heard him his tone change when Talent hit the panel. Because he knows that he has a certain respect for Talent, because first of all, he know Talent not going to play with him, and he needs Talent. Believe it or not, he needs y'all. Because regardless of whether he's saying that everybody make him the topic, he can't even, when he started show, he's talking about everybody else.
You're supposed to be the topic.
Correct.
When we share subscribers, it's panel to panel to panel to panel. Like that's why I do my show at 5 o'clock. So I can hear what y'all did during the day and alley oop y'all for the evening. I don't understand what's wrong with that, but no, Diva, no, absolutely
So
not.
let me.
Now,
So
have
if
we
he
got into
calls you a
full
bitch
blown
tonight,
arguments?
if he call you a bitch ever, and
Okay,
it's picked up, because now I'm gonna tell the trolls to pay close attention, because before we didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. All we cared about is shit that we could take flag.
you're telling the trolls.
Exactly.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
I don't
me
give a
too.
fuck. Oh yeah, nobody
Well,
cares.
I haven't told. Yeah, Diva, come
But
on.
hold on, when it comes to if he ever, because I know I heard him, I'm just not sure. But you have been in that chat, and I heard him say, "Envy, come up here, bitch," or something like that. But if he for sure talks to Malik, and
He
I tried
does.
my best, I was
Because
crazy.
Malik, I
I was crazy. Listen,
no.
I was crazy. Malik was like, I was crazy about Malik. Malik, like, he stole my nigga, regardless. But it's like, Malik, this nigga, like, and you really about that life, like he really is. So what makes you? And he'll say I'm trolling, but I be wanting to say to Brooke, you've been around here longer than him. You know how the street go. He is really like he's what you see what he's doing. He's tearing down his manhood. We all can see that Malik is a real man. He takes care of his family and his wife and shit like that. So why are you taking that? That's not trolling, nigga. That's disrespect. And I don't understand how I don't even understand. Now, Rex, I understand why Rex could be doing it, because he doing it because
Yeah,
he
Rex. Yeah, Rex. That's what Rex gives, and he knows what's going to come back. I mean, and OG
right.
Beauty is a very credible source. So he doesn't go there with envy. The one time he did was so long ago, and he immediately apologized. We don't talk to each other like that, Diva. When I hit the panel, it's very basic. Hey,
Oh, okay.
you got this question, that question. Okay, whoop de whoop. Okay, all right, holla at you. Which I don't know. Maybe I'm being too nice because dropping in my chat tonight saying y'all talking about me is weird as fuck. God, I feel so
I'll start
dumb
paying
because I was up
attention
here
more.
swinging and banging at my mods, at the chat, at the world. You know what I'm saying? To be like, yeah, just give him the benefit of the doubt, this and that. Everybody was arguing with my ass. See, OG Beauty said Malik, yes, Envy. No, I don't. What's up, teasing
Oh, okay.
you? Yeah, no. No. Diva, come on. Like how
Well, listen,
I'll have somebody
the only one.
walking to work to pay the tax man
Well,
if
wait a
somebody
minute.
calls me a
I only
bitch.
saw him, like, the only two people I always saw him show like some kind of reverence to is Octavius, and because he knows Octavius will, like, literally, like, fuck him up. You get what I'm saying? Not taking, the channel, anything like that, but I'm talking about, he's behind the scenes with him and stuff like that. So Octavius is loyal to him, but when the money stop, Octavius gonna stop. Now, but when it comes to talent, he don't play with talent like that at all. He'll make the whole panel stop for talent. So my thing is,
He can't do that with talent because he's got pen. He got his pen hit paper. Diva, we know this.
oh no, because I'm crazy.
Whatever. Okay. Well, crazy lady.
Oh, I couldn't wait to get your motherfucking ass.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay, crazy lady. I would if he does something to talent, he'll be paying for the rest of his life. Like this shit, right here. Which motherfuckers? Listen, I'm trying
Say
not
it
to be
again.
evil and
If he
shit.
do it to talent, he what? No, just repeat that. Come on, you can do it. He'll
I'm
be
not
paying
gonna do
for
it.
what?
Nothing.
His entire life, like I said, I ain't say shit about him being an Illuminati.
Picking
You
on
definitely
me.
sold your
I did this though. I did say that make sure everything gets reported this year. I did do that. Like, I mean, you see, it's 2024, so I just I was just wondering.
Like, throwing out all my trump cards.
Hey, I just want everybody to make sure that. I just want to make sure, everybody's, taken care of. We don't lose anybody around here to, anything. And I just want to make sure everything's good. That's all. I mean, I'm helping. I'm helping. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
that down. What is you doing?
I have it up there to irritate you further. All right, let's go. But I want everybody to file properly so that we can continue to have a good time out here. Anyway.
No,
Okay.
you're right
So
though.
continuing
What's
right
his name?
along.
Meta Scissorhands. Talent is not. You're right. What talent is not Rick Fox? Right. He's not.
Right.
I agree
Okay.
with
I'm
you.
glad that we got. I'm glad we got that far.
Right. Like I agree with you.
Because I'm telling you, the only thing that resembles is the chin. Like that's
Yeah.
it. Because
I
him
made
and
it
Talent
all
have.
up. Like what you
Oh,
mean? I told you. I'm telling you to your face. I'm telling you to your. Matter of fact, hey, I got one. I got this. Hey, Envy, mind your business. Hey, Meta
okay.
Scissorhands. I'll put it on my wall right now. Listen. I was just fucking with y'all. Talent ain't Rick Fox. That's what I'm gonna leave that up there tonight. You right. You ain't telling me nothing no different. What's up?
Also keeps it cute with Lemon because Talon knows Lemon will sing like a canary if he gets in a bad mood.
I'm
I,
trolling.
yeah, I will say that Lemon holds about as much water as a semi inner tube out in the lake. I will say that. But just Jess, better have you met or seen Talent? I'm not asking sarcastically. But he's not Rick Fox. Okay, cool. So
Nah, I lied about
Diva
everything.
lied.
Yeah, make sure you spread that. Can
Okay.
you do a show, Diva
Yeah.
Live?
Well, I just I'll spread it. Definitely.
Please.
I don't lie on you, but I definitely
Just call me Cuckoo. Just say I made
monitor
it
the
all up.
truth a little bit. Yeah.
Now, Talent not gonna come up here and call me a liar or anything. He'll just say, "Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man."
Those
Yeah.
bums.
Uh-huh.
Those bums. So she lied. Cool. All right. So what do we got going on with Trish? Because you guys are gonna be annoying
Yeah,
to
I
watch.
don't know.
It's gonna be annoying to watch y'all fight.
That's Peeper department. Peeper is my nigga. Hey, Envy.
People
You
are
think?
game.
Remember we you probably I don't know. It depends on if R and Y scrambled your brain with that good coochie or something. But we supposed to do a end of the year show. Remember, I
I
cannot do
do.
it without Peeper. I need Peeper. I need
People are
Lurker.
games
So I
right
want
here.
me, you, Peeper, and Lurker. I want a show, and I don't know where we're gonna do it. I guess we could do it here, but you gonna have we legends. We the best in radio. Come on now. What's
Oh
up?
Lord. Diva, I'm down. You don't even have to tell me the details. Just fine. Okay.
Me, you,
All right.
Peeper, and Lurker.
All right. Well, you okay? Cool. I'll be president of Conifer. I don't ask why people are picking me up. I don't ask why people are picking me up. I ask what the hell we're doing on the way. My dumb ass has jumped in many cars that have put me in jail. So anyway.
Well, you know I ain't gonna do it without you anyway. Even though you
Yeah, I know. Just don't worry about that. I'm just speaking. You guys,
because I'll be up here saying the wrong thing. I need somebody to keep me.
I'm gonna say the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Did you hear? Did you see Rick's? Did you see Rick's
Rick,
explosion? Did you see his explosion about going up on Lemon's panel?
I'm the one who gave you the goddamn.
You didn't give me shit. You didn't
Are
give
you
me
stupid?
shit.
I put that up on my other channel, and I told you, and you said don't take it down until I get it. I didn't
say that shit.
So you mean it?
Here we go. I can hear your mic going crazy. You're like,
I know you lying to me.
Hey,
stop playing.
Semper Fi. Let's go.
Listen, let me go ahead and do this because I'm tired. Anyway, any more questions?
Diva.
Another question: how long will Shakim hang on to Ness? Because he has established. I don't know. I like both of them.
Would they say how long? Another question. How long will Shakim hang on to Ness because he has established himself in her sector? Let me be back on mute. TSW, what's up?
I fuck with Shakim and I fuck with Ness. Both of them, I think that they really genuinely have a love for each other. I think they really like brother and sister. So hopefully, I'm only wishing for the best, so I can't even think about the worst, people. So you have a different mindset than I do. You look at on the business side, I look at it like that too. But I can't look at it like that with them because to me they like siblings. I think they really have like I think they're really good friends. And I just don't I hope it doesn't happen. So what does nigga Resto want? What's up, TSW?
I was sick of Resto
Hey
one.
Jen.
He said, don't tell Pizarro. You said I'm Team Ra because I have seen Ness flip on folks. A zebra don't change their stripes. Okay, so I don't know why you won't tell me what's going on with the other padded room lady around here. Diva tomboyish and Shish Trish's Moon-Cation. Can you talk about that a little bit, please?
Well, read it again, and then I need you to. Have you ever? First of all, I got tunnel vision.
Okay.
So
What are you eating?
Oh yeah, because I'm about to get denim. I got some Chipotle. I got some chips and
Oh, okay.
guacamole. But
All
yeah, I'm about
right.
to get denim. I'm so sorry, but I'm listening to the show. Okay, but you go.
I need to hear what you have to say. Don't be running off till you answer that question. I can deal with your Chipotle until you
All
tell
right,
me
but listen.
you and Trish's
I can't give you
Moon-Cation
an
bullshit.
update. I can't give you
Okay.
an update because I didn't get the update. I only had my eyes set on one person. The only thing I reported today is what was reported to me. I
You
just
have
put
your
it out
eyes
there.
set on one person, but then you go after another one. That 1 plus 1 does not equal 3 around here, Diva. You're going after Trish and you're going after the fruit.
Listen, on my wall, whatever you want to think.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's why I said Moon-Cation. You know.
Bye, Bully.
There she goes. Hey y'all, what's up, Rex? How you doing, man? So yeah, that's Diva. And I will say this: I am extremely, extremely. I don't know if I'm disappointed. I don't know if I wouldn't be pissed, right? I wouldn't be pissed. But it was good to see Diva up here with this situation right here. We did close out the fact that talent is not Rick Fox. So anytime she writes that, says that, or whatever the case may be, that is, we have debunked that situation. I'm so freaking happy. Okay, let me come closer to y'all. Okay, so there's Catherine Powell. Hey, Catherine Powell, I thought you left my ass. I thought you said, I don't know what I did. I said something about somebody, ZX or somebody. I thought Catherine Powell got in the first bus up out of the clubhouse, which is, Envy Land. Salute host of chat. Just Krista is virtual bimbo. Have a great evening. Appreciate you, Gator, for coming through and doing that drive-by. Just Krista is definitely different, but I will say this. Listen, Just Krista only gets away with what people allow Just Krista to get away with. So hey, if these idiots are letting her get away with the shit she's got going on, then these niggas ain't got no game. I wish a woman would talk to me like that. Oh, you're my friend. Bitch, don't call me no friend. I'm not your friend. Tell the people that we're cool. We're talking. We're doing something. Because every other dude, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend, that shit is like a cop out to me. It's different. I don't know. Just Chris, I don't have a problem with you, but damn, like, fucking friend and friend. Oh, and why isn't now I can talk about him because he completely dropped in my chat and basically said fuck you from last night. So that's cool. I know where we stand. All right, cool. Yeah, I definitely we'll take that from there. But anyway, at this point I don't have to talk about anything that I do, don't do, gonna do, not gonna do, or whatever. But a lot of these dumb motherfuckers, they don't do a damn thing about nothing. They always say they're going to. I'm not talking about Lemon. I'm not talking about anything in particular. But when I tell you I'm gonna what's up, RY?
Nothing much, real quick. Before you go off on a deep end, he
Uh-oh.
just said he was not mad at you. He was not talking to you. He was talking about ZX and Sour Patch. So don't go off on a deep end. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I thought about 90% ish, maybe 91, 92, 93% that RY was going to come up and tell me that. The reason why I knew RY was going to come up and tell me that is because it's not about Lemon, just about people in general. She has heard the worst shit ever. She's heard the worst shit ever about people that I've talked about. So okay, I got it. Well, Lemon, what I would ask you to do in the future, okay? I like to be on the same page. I like things to be solid. You're a content creator. I'm a content creator. What do people do? They look at the optics. So if you drop in the chat and say, I'm tired of people talking about on your platform or whatever, and then you say you're out, remember what you say on your platform, Lemon. You say anything and everything that happens on your platform, you are responsible for. That's something that I told you way back in the day or whatever, right? I'm not saying I'm your coach, your teacher, your mentor, none of that shit. But I told you anything that happens on the platform, you're responsible for. So you should know that when you drop in the chat and say, oh, they're talking about me, the optics of the situation are going to be including me, which basically people are going to be like, oh, you guys are going to let him apologize to you and drop in here and start tripping, whatever. So thank you, RY. I appreciate it because yeah, I was going in the wrong direction. And listen, I'm either cool with you or I'm not. That middle ground bullshit. Listen, I'm fucking done with the whole being called slimy, being called a play runner, being called a liar, being called a whatever. Because the people that call me that, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna show you something. Okay, I'm gonna be whatever y'all want me to be, right? Remember when they called, remember the let me see if I still have that up here, right? Here's how much I give a shit. Okay, here's how much I don't give a shit. Okay. All right. If Lemon meant it that way, he would have said it. He's bullshit. That was a test to see if y'all cuss him out. Okay. Okay, so basically, here's how much I give a shit about what people think. Well, with him, I do give a shit because basically I thought that we move forward. You know what I'm saying? But listen, look how much I give a shit about what people think. Remember they call me Peter Griffin and all the other dumbass shit? Well, you know what? Here's an example, right? Envy, you're at war with Messi. You have a think different. Stop it, Molly. Okay, so this was like my chilling Peter Griffin, like, you know, just doing my thing or whatever. But when I felt like I had superpowers, I put that Peter Griffin up there, right? Okay, so people call me Peter Griffin. So you know what? Cool. I'm going to be Peter Griffin. Now you need to come up with some other weak ass fucking drags or whatever. Okay, so I'll be whatever you want me to be. So basically, you guys want me to be evil. You guys want me to be vindictive. You guys want me to run plays. You guys want me to be slimy. You guys want me to troll and all that. The only thing I cannot do to somebody is fuck with their channel. That's it. I trust me. I've sat down. I've tried to talk myself into it. I've tried everything I could possibly do to try to fuck with somebody's channel. The worst I've ever done, I'm 100% transparent. The worst I've ever done is put a flag out there that the AI would catch so that your dumbass would be age restricted. Okay, that's about it. Just annoy you to, you know, you get that message. It kind of pisses you off because then like that video doesn't get monetized. But that was some time ago. I don't fuck with people's channel or whatever, but I will definitely have the tax man knock on your door, put your motherfucking car on a tow truck at 4 a.m, and you'll wake your dumb ass up ready to go grocery shopping and be fucked. I will irritate the shit out of you in your real life. I won't put you in jail. I'm not going to get you homeless or whatever, but you definitely might sleep in a tent for a couple weeks, go to the homeless shelter, rebuild yourself, get your AdSense check, beg for cash jabs, and come back here and be good. I will do that. I will fucking, you guys will be like, please leave. Somebody talk to Envy. He's fucking tripping. He's calling this person and that person. I just don't know. People are running, knocking on my doors, and they're running and shit and fucking, you know. Yeah, I will definitely turn up. But you know, that's only if you deserve it. How you doing, Sherry R? I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Now, what is Diva laughing at? Diva, you got that crazy dragon girl. Okay, you're crazy. Rex Dragons guy. Okay. So Dragons has a new so are you guys saying that Dragons has a new temporary residence that you cook, clean, and then the other there's four things, right? But I could say cook and clean, right? You know, when you live with somebody temporary, you have four requirements. Now you guys could come up with whatever the requirements are. I gave you half of them, and the first two are cook and clean. So that's very interesting. Okay, Lemon said he not mad at you. He was talking about ZX Sour Patch. Okay, Sherry R, thank you so much. RY did confirm that, and I really appreciate that you said that because yeah, I don't have a problem with them. And one of the hardest people for me to drag, I'm not a dragger, but I could talk crazy and be real disrespectful. But the only person that's been a little bit complicated to do that to is Lemon. And I will tell you that because I have to not like you to talk shit about you. You feel me? Like, I literally have to not like you to talk shit about you. And I don't have a problem with that, man. And if y'all if y'all come up with some kind of weird conspiracy, he's saying that because he wants to be able to go over there. He said that because his numbers are changing. Everything is fine over here. Trust me. I'm not saying that. Man, I have no problem saying fuck him and this and that because I said it yesterday. I said if we can't get that business taken care of with R&Y, then I would be an op. You know, and if I'm a fucking op, I don't know. You guys on the internet, you do that op shit that's not even interesting. Oh, hey, you know, that person over there, he talks kind of high. He's only got one car. And man, fuck that. I'm not going to come out here and scream and holler and jump around and get outside my body. I'm just going to keep quiet. And as I said, your car might not be out there in the fucking morning. So the whole knock on my door and I'm going to do this. I'm not talking about anything in particular, but I'm going to do this. If you knock on my door, you're going to get a bullet in you and this and that. I'm not going to knock on your door. I'm not going to knock on your door. You might have graffiti on your goddamn door and no car the next day, you know? So, you know, it is what it is. Whatever, Diva. You know what I'm saying? I had a good talk with you, Diva, and let's make sure that we get that show together because it is worthy. It is worthy, 100%. You know, yeah, we have been out here for a while. You know what I'm saying? You do resemble him, though. Jesus. I mean, I've been called Ralphie. Oh, yeah. Charlie, you've taken some shots out here. You've definitely taken some shots out here. So if anybody knows anything about me on this damn app, I fight for women, you know, and I'm not trying to crown myself or anything like that. Actually, everything you say after but was what you wanted to say anyway, right? So if I say, oh, you know, hey, I act like a king and I stick up for women, then I say, but that's weak. So let me just say it. Let me crown myself for sticking up for women around this motherfucking app. Okay. Jessica B, shout out to you. Lady K, shout out to you. Sister, shout out to you. Marcus, every woman that you went after, shout out to me. RNY, shout out to you. Like I definitely hold a very consistent way of moving around here when these black women are disrespected, Diva, and I don't have a black mother. Okay, so you half like me. It's all good. Okay, it's been that way my whole life. I promise. You know, you half like me. It's cool. So like when we're talking and you're not mad at me, just talk to my black side. Okay. Now, when you get pissed off, you want to cuss me out, talk to my white side. I will tell you all a funny story, right? Okay, when I was allowed to buy guns, right, or firearms, or whatever, the things that shoot bullets, okay? They had, I'm going to tell y'all something, and you're probably going to drag me about the facts of my life for telling y'all this. So when I used to fill out that form, right? When I used to fill out that form when I bought a firearm, there was no two or more races. You know, that's usually on applications and stuff like that, right? Two or more races or other. That wasn't an option. You were either Hispanic, Pacific Islander, black, or white. Okay. So now you all can use this against me and say, see, he uses his white privilege when he gets a chance to do so. No, motherfuckers, I just wanted to be white that day when I was buying a firearm. That I had to choose. It was 50-50. What y'all want me to do? Flip a coin? I'm buying a firearm and it's going through the federal I'm buying a firearm and it's going through the federal investigation or whatever the hell they do with those applications. So I was white those days. Okay. So there you go. Shout out to my white mother, but I live as a black man in America. Okay. You can't walk around. You can't walk around with brothers like this that let's see. How do I say this? Caucasians are not granted membership into my organization, which is right there. You know what I'm saying? That's me right there. They're my club brothers. All right. So anyway, let me move right along. Jesus Christ. Let's see. You both need to produce children like ASAP. Y'all damn near pushing 50. Hey, Diva, the reason why I'm pushing 50 with no kids is because I don't want them. I mean, don't you think along the way in my life I've sat myself down and evaluated whether I need kids or not? No, I don't need kids. Like, no, I'd be doing them a disservice. Okay. Damn, let me take this down. What the hell am I doing? All right. Yeah, I'd be doing them a disservice. Okay. I'm still trying to get myself into purgatory and repent for the next 9,000 years to have that one meeting with the big guy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be walking up the stairs to heaven, knock on that door. The angel's gonna crack that door open and say, "Are you crazy? Are you okay? This is." Are you crazy? You want to talk to the big guy right now? Bruh, like they're going to push me back down the stairs. I'm not going to go to hell. I'm not going to come back to earth. I'm just going to be stuck trying to figure out how to rewrite my wrongs. Okay. Let's see. They're going to think she stole these children. Jesus Christ. So anyway, so we caught Diva into fibs today. I hate to be called a liar. Yeah, if I'm called a liar, I'm coming after people. I don't bother anybody. They bother me. Yes, you do. You just put yourself in a space where you're tolerated. You might sit on a panel and bother somebody so that they say some shit to you. You're very, you're like me. You're like me. You throw a smoke bomb on somebody's panel. You sit there. You see what's going to happen. So, we know that Diva is not going to do the Moon-Cation with Trish, and then we also know that what the hell else did you say? Jesus Christ. Anyway, when I talk to Diva, sometimes I have to use selective hearing. Just because you got to kind of, get through the bullshit. I don't know what the hell you were talking about for 20 minutes about building bridges and tunnels and going up to the Empire State Building and making sure you're at the Apple drop next year and all that. I don't know what the hell you were talking about for 20 minutes, but I looked at my chat. They didn't know either. Yeah, shout out to Purgatory because I don't believe in hell. Now you guys can go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with me, but I don't believe in hell. Okay, I don't think that God created you in His likeness for you to be persecuted and suffer for the rest of eternity. But anyway, let's not talk about religion and politics and all that other dumb shit because I'll piss both y'all off. Okay, oh Jesus Christ. Okay. So that's so cryptic, but I understand. Jesus Christ, RY, you're going to get in trouble for writing that. Woo! Okay. All right. So we're going to keep moving on. Okay. Evie, give your act of contrition. Members only naturally. I will. I will. believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and Jesus Christ, his only son, our Lord. Yeah, and I'll continue on members only for you. Okay, I got you. We'll be there. We'll do the Apostles' Creed too if you'd like, Vibrant. Give her a baby. What the fuck wrong with you? Listen, my mom has been on my ass about that, Diva. My mom asked what's wrong with me. And like, I got scared of that question, right? It's a loaded question coming from a mother to a son. What is wrong with you? She asked me just straight up, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, what, grandkids? And I was, I was trying to figure out like whether she thought that I picked the wrong women, but a part of me was thinking that maybe she wanted me to go to the doctor to maybe figure out if I'm shooting blanks. I don't know, but I have no idea, but I don't have kids. I guess I'm not destined to have kids. If you want two of me, if you want two of me, that's an issue. So, if you believe in evolution and all that other stuff, I'm probably a wild bear running around out there in the wilderness. Only impotent or selfish people don't want kids. They're the Lord's gift to society. Okay, cool. So since you're saying that, since you're saying it's selfish, right? They're the Lord's gift to society. Wouldn't it be selfish to me that I'm a biker that travels the country on a daily basis? Like, how would you feel about that? Like, why can't I be not selfish to bring them into the world with a dad that doesn't live the lifestyle of an individual that could take care of kids? Okay. Like, I don't understand that. It's like, it's almost like, okay, so is it okay to bring kids in the world to not plan your life properly for generational wealth and other things? What if I came to a point where I was like, generational wealth or, my assets and liabilities and everything aren't in the right space for me not to bring kids into the world? You got to look at things. Yeah. I mean, before you make really, really strong comments like that, you got to look at things, just not one dimensional. It makes you look like you're not thinking your questions. I'll drag you this weekend about it. Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you, Beef Sector. Diva, if you want to do a drag off, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'll say bad about you because I love you. But I'll make up something. And then you'll call me a liar, right? And then you'll get more mad. But I don't know. Maybe I'll make up something. Diva is going to Moon-Cation. I'm on you and Trish's ass. But y'all, we caught Diva in the two issues, right? She says she lied about the Red Fox, but I also think she's lying about Trish and this Moon-Cation. So this is what you got to think about Diva. When she's doing something that's abnormal, well, she does everything that's abnormal, but a little bit out of order, out of character of how you deal with Diva, that means she's doing something else. She just, Jesus Christ. It means that she's using somebody as a scapegoat to confuse you motherfuckers that she's not after you. Okay. I'm going to give you all that much game. Okay. But me personally, I can talk to Diva however I want to talk to Diva because she knows there's a line. I'm not going to be disrespectful, call out of her name or whatever. It's that big bro, little sis shit. If you notice, when Diva and I have conversations, she and I are a whole lot different. We kind of tone down a little bit, right? Because we know too much is the problem. Diva could get me up out of here, and I could get Diva up out of here. It'd be a fucking disaster. Okay. God said, be fruitful and multiply. Okay, well, great. You know what? Hey, all right. Vibrant. Definitely not wrong. Our job is to repopulate society. Again, only selfish people or those that can't reproduce don't want kids. Tell me where I'm wrong. Envy just admitted it himself. Okay. Envy admitted that he has the right to choose whether he wants to have kids or not. That's what a light-skinned baby so people can report her stealing her own. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right? Wow. Woo. They just had in another sector, they just had a funeral for a fake baby. So there's definitely some issues going on around here. What did you say? I promise you I'm going to call the cops on you and your old kid as baby said. Well, you know what? Hey, tell them to knock on the back door, okay? Don't knock on the front. Don't knock on the front. Knock your ass on the back door so that we can handle that business as amicably as possible. I'm telling you right now, whatever. Kiss my ass, Diva. If you want to go back and forth, let's do 2 shows. You give the best, you give your best, and I'll give my best. Okay. Vibrant people are crazy. Yes, they are. A little girl would come out looking just like him. Yes, she would, and she'd be precious, but she would be deadly. Lies. You give me too much credit. No, I don't. Diva, there's some people I can't. There's some people I cannot. There's some, I'm just gonna say it, fuck it. There's some people that I can't help but to admire. Okay. And I know you guys are gonna take that where you want to take it, but I admire Diva. I don't agree with a lot of stupid shit that she does. I wouldn't do it, but and then again, I troll in a very evil way as well. I just don't put it on my community wall. And I'm not gonna ruin, well, yeah, I will ruin your life, but I won't touch your channel. So I mean, if your car is towed and all the other stuff, maybe I'm affecting your channel because you won't be able to be on YouTube, I guess. Like indirectly, I could affect your channel, but I don't flag and all that other shit. I'm dead ass here. As no other reason besides that. Okay, Diva. Vibrant, why don't you have kids? I do agree. You should not have them out of marriage, though. What up, Roasted Toast? Hey, Roasted Toast, we're starting to crank it back up over here, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Roast is an original, man. I love that you slid over here, bruh. And I will come to your panel as well when you have a show. I know that Roast is running some original or older troll beef sector commentary over there to kind of bring people back around to see how we got this shit going. But yeah, Roasted Toast is the guy. What's up? You said, okay, extremely narrow-minded. B sector doobie, give it the best shot. Okay. Envy is very selfish, but RY knows how to deal with him. She doesn't play, but very sweet. They balance one another out. Okay, here we go. Listen, we play good cop, bad cop. Okay. I'm the outlaw. She's the saint. Okay. She goes to church to pray for me. I mean, she says a prayer for herself. She says a prayer for her family. She says a prayer for like the betterment of the welfare of other people. And she does a prayer for Jerome at, the Jerome's Baptist Church on Main Street. But she definitely prays for me. Okay. I can definitely guarantee you she prays for me. Because she doesn't want me to, she wants to keep me at a certain space, especially on this retarded ass app. Being fruitful and multiplied does not mean having babies. All right. Vibrant, I tap out. This is not a trolling matter, boo. Okay, you guys are going back and forth about shit. Breaking news. Lemon dropped the link and Lolo clicked the link so hard her wig came off. Oh, Jesus Christ. Breaking news. Lolo doesn't even make the man wait 5 minutes. I'm sniffling my nose. I'm going to do it again on the mic so you all don't think I was hiding it. All right. Got that all cleared up. Might as well start another narrative. I mean, everybody does some kind of narcotic or whatever to be able to be on this stupid ass app. So there you go. There's a clip of me sniffing the air. Diva, RY is dope, but best thing to happen to Envy's life, she validates him. Okay. RY validates me. Interesting. Good. Diva, I appreciate that. I try my best to balance him out, and I make sure that I am his piece. She does. Trust me. She does. When she hears it coming on, she jumped up here so goddamn fast and said, hey, you're about to start tripping. Lemon said he wasn't bad. Lemon said he wasn't mad at you, this and that. That was great timing. RY always knows, like, okay, hold on. Hey. Like she throws up smoke signals like, oh shit. But anyway, because she's got to hear about that shit later when we hang out in the lounge without you motherfuckers looking at us, so that we can look out in the YouTube streets and laugh. And I'm gonna pull up at random places. You know what I'm saying? I might pull up at Lemons tonight. We'll see what happens, because I'm the 5 o'clock show. He's the 7 o'clock show. I really do. Somebody could say they don't need somebody for content or whatever, but I literally do try to pull like together the day. YTC gets us up to the afternoon. I try to pick up from there and then throw something over to the night show and see what happens. That's it. Whether it works, it works. Whether it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not taking credit for doing a damn thing, but that's what I try to do around here. Okay. Let's see. Beef sector, they're a perfect balance, almost as perfect as my balance. You know what the funny thing is, Diva? I like our balance because it's sinister. There is no balance. We just understand when to leave each other the hell alone. That's what I told Lemon yesterday. I don't want to take his channel. I want to take his happiness. Right. If I Resto, listen to this, Resto. Okay, I got something for you, Resto. Okay, and YTC has no reason at all whatsoever in her entire life to say anything good about me, but you might want to pay attention. Here you go, Resto. This is for you.
So Rick was over there last night. He did talk about the drunk lives. I was like, yep, he definitely did. But I knew in the Mo 3 sector, Envy would be the one doing the lives over there, okay? Envy will do the late night over there. Before there was Amahia doing a live. At that time, the late night, there was Envy doing the drunk lives over there in the Mo 3 sector, okay?
I've been a menace for a long time, Resto. Just people don't get it when I move around or whatever. People just kind of forget. The digital footprint can't be erased. Diva, I knew the beef sector, but been in the black sector since 2022. You are fire. Yes, Diva is fire. I love Diva, but damn, sometimes I gotta, I don't know, throw out a smoke signal or something. Her and Trish is a boring argument. Please pass that up. Like, I'm literally gonna have you all in Moon-Cation. I'm gonna start up a whole freaking ridiculous shit about that. But anyway, yeah. Let me skip couple comments. I've read your comments enough. I jumped up there because I felt your it was shifting. RY. It was because I felt dumb for I mean for an entire fucking show. I said give him the benefit of the doubt and all this and that. I'm not gonna rehash. You either saw it or you either saw it or you didn't. The red ball's off because I don't give a shit. People record everything anyway, like I told y'all the other day. I like it when people turn their red ball off. I like it when people turn the red ball off or private a video or delete a video. It's like, you might as well just leave it up because we have it. You know what I'm saying? How the hell do you think I get my receipts? Oh, Jesus Christ. Just, I'm a great friend, but a horrible enemy. Horrible, because I just don't stop. People are like, that's enough. Okay, goddamn, please stop. I'm like, no. I played 3 sports and I'm competitive. I want to watch TV now. Oh, Jesus, it's too crowded in here. Plus, the host keeps talking to me. Okay, bye. Get out, Diva. You always do that shit. I want to watch some TV, and the host keeps talking to you because you're typing. But anyway, you know what? Every third comment of yours, Diva, I'm going to start skipping. And then you're going to complain about that. Envy doesn't want to pay attention to me. I'm going to go somewhere where I'm appreciated. I'm going to go somewhere where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. I know, Diva. Goodbye. We'll see you next time. Okay, Resto is saying I like Room Shaker. Wait, Room Shaker just puts a name. Is that what you're talking about? Let's see. The rest will do that shit. Yep. Yep. That is how Room Shaker says hello. Like, she'll literally put a name. She ain't waving. She ain't sending an emoji. She ain't smiling. She ain't frowning. She ain't doing shit. She just puts envy. RY. Resto, it's funny, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to Room Shaker. Resto was saying, oh yeah, got that. Okay, Resto, I love ratchets. Okay, cool. All right, so that's it. I want to go ahead and play something. I want to play something funny. I want to send us off funny. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Let me hold on. Damn, Big Rigs 10:05. Damn, Big Rigs is starting to go back live. Let's go. Wait, what happened? What happened over there? Let's see. I'm sending my people. What happened? Did wait a second? Did Lemon say or do something dumb? Uh, did Lemon say or do something dumb and have to start a new live or something? What happened, y'all? What happened? Okay, we're gonna click on here. Okay, he's back live. Let's drink about it. Oh, okay. So he's doing some kind of drinking live or whatever, I guess. I have no idea, but I'm sending y'all over there when I'm through. But here's I don't want anybody to be disrespected when I say this. I'm gonna try. Let me think. All right. All right. So I'm the devil on the left shoulder, and RY is the angel on the right shoulder. So I'm trying to speak right down the middle. I'm trying to compromise here. All right. Jesus, how am I gonna say this? Don't ever ask me, present to me, point at me, or nothing about a drunk live, a truth or dare, a comedy show, or anything that has to do with anything other than shit. See, I wouldn't have been able to get away with that after I say what I'm going to say. But anyway, I think they should be cammed up. I do. Because the thing that irritates me the most with pictures do is when they say, let's take a shot. And then they count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then all of a sudden, like the mics will go quiet for a second. And they will all do the same thing. They'll go, ah. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, listen, somebody took a shot of Mike's Hard Lemonade, and then somebody took an actual shot, like whiskey or bourbon or whatever. And whiskey and bourbon aren't the same thing, so don't look at me crazy. But yeah, shot. And then they play music and there's pictures and all that. I want to hang out, cammed up, where, we do stupid shit, fall off the fucking chair, whatever. But, the confidence level has to be very high to be able to participate in something like that. But if y'all ever want to fucking cam up or do whatever, hey, I'm here. And I'm even willing. I do want to put a drunk live together or whatever, because obviously you just heard that I kind of originated this shit about 4 or 5 years ago. But I do want to do that. But if people are nervous about going live or being in the open, I am willing to have like a private party. And what I mean by a private party is people that are trusted, that we can go on StreamYard and not be live. It's like being on Zoom. It's just you're back there, but nobody can see you. You're hanging out, whatever. I'm willing to do that, but I definitely want to make sure that those types of things are cammed up, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I want to see drunk people get up and dance, fall over, do dumb shit. Okay. Anyway, let me stop harping on that, because I was literally just about to goddamn end the show. God said no envy. Yeah, I mean, God tells me no all the time. I have conscious wrestling on a daily basis, right? But let me go ahead and get us up out of here real quick. I want to see, hold on a second. What do we see? Hey, do y'all know who this is? Okay. Shout out to R&Y, by the way. But anyway, I'm actually gonna let I'm actually R&Y, let's go. That's R&Y trying to, put on that little extra I'll shut up. All right. Jesus Christ. I was about to just yeah. Okay. So let me shut the hell up. All right. So I'm going to play Polar to get us up out of here or whatever. I'm going to redirect y'all over to Lemons to do whatever y'all do at Lemons. I'll be over there in a little bit, but you got to let me have my little time. You know what I mean? My little time. I got to meet with R&Y and she's going to say, how do you feel? And I'm going to be like, I don't fucking know, but I am going to smoke. And then we sit here and we have a conversation and we laugh at motherfuckers and we looking for the Moon-Cation. and she tells me to please, keep it to a certain standard around here and things like that. So I'm gonna let Polar get us up out of here. I'm not coming back. As soon as I hit the end stream, I'm sending y'all over to Lemons. You guys have a good evening, and I sure do appreciate it. Leave the bullshit out of this stupid ass app like Polar's gonna tell you. I'm gone. Have a good night. If you stay in the chat, you will automatically end up at Lemons. Let's go.
I would troll and I would talk shit and I do stuff like that, but it wasn't on the level of talking about people's lifestyles. We weren't talking about how people was how they was brought up. We wasn't talking about how people was raising their kids. We wasn't talking about none of that type of shit. It was just people on the panel talking about other people's ideas on topics. And the shit would get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? The shit would get unreal, dog. And it was shit that I had never saw before on the internet.